What are you guys talking about there? Yeah, cool. What are you guys doing? I just they just told me that you ended your stream.
Oh yeah, I looked over to see if you were holding your stream, but you didn't seem to be.
I was supposed to start like 10 minutes ago, and then I was just talking to Devon and wasting time.
That's what you were saying below there.
Yeah. Are you guys off with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna head down to the Palace Farm one. Laura's gonna head home. She's got the stuff to edit.
You got loads of videos to edit.
Yeah, I got to some other work as well.
You making some Lovedowny videos?
Well, so I want to do, so I've done like 3 documentaries, so one for day 1, one for day 2 and 3.
Yeah, I saw some.
One for day
I saw it was day 10.
and then one for day 10, so I think I'll do another one just this weekend, so obviously we have the live stream and just sort of like, okay, this is what happened after the original notice, and maybe come back on Sunday, see people packing up, and then like just then wherever it moves to next.
Oh right, you're going to be back tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow and then just do like a transition one. But obviously to put out what the move, so like it's sort of secret for the move.
Yeah, I guess.
Your channel's only grown, man.
Huh?
How long have you had your channel?
3 months.
4K in 3 months. You're doing well. You're hitting 100 a day. That's our target.
100 a day?
100 a day.
No, yeah, because it's been like really like loads and then not, and I don't know, like since I started here, what was it? The Saturday of the 29th of May, the protest, I had 2K.
Yeah, because I know, because I remember like, what was it, like a few weeks ago you had like 2K?
Yeah, on the 29th I had 2K.
Like, because I searched your channel and you weren't putting that many videos on.
It's just because I'm doing constantly here. I don't know, like whenever, whatever happens, like if I go home at some point, I'll just go, I live a million miles away from London, so, you know, I'll just go back to posting like every week and everyone will stop watching, and, I don't know.
Well, if you manage to get at least 1 video a week, then that will probably keep the algorithm at bay.
Yeah.
But you can always like vary the content a little bit.
What, rather than Big Brother?
No, I mean like if you go home, like there's always more stuff to do. We say, why don't you go around and interview local business people, see how lockdown, like you've got nightclubs saying that they're going to reopen. Even Andrew Lloyd Webber's like, no,
There's another way to keep people interested, which is you make the live stream private. Depending on what you're using, right? If you make it private afterwards, it encourages people to tune in as and when it includes someone more.
That's what we do.
Oh yeah.
We don't do it to encourage that, we do it because sometimes someone might say something that like the algorithm isn't good.
Yeah.
Because that's what sensors don't like, and then it just, but yeah.
There's a positive side to it as well.
Yeah, that's that. I was thinking that, like you have to actually catch it. But you do have one live.
I just need to get around to editing everything from here. I did 5 live streams yesterday.
There's loads of really cheap editing programs out there, free as well.
I've got editing software. I've got a shit computer. I've got editing software. Nothing like, what's yours called? What's your computer called? Andraster.
Before I used to struggle on like a laptop, and it could barely render the clips that I was editing, so I could barely see what I was doing. Now I have a good computer, I can actually do it.
Yeah, I was doing alright on my Mac before the police took it. It was a bit slow, but it's better than what I've got now. Yeah, I mean it was a decade-old Mac, but now I'm using like a 1.3 gigahertz. It's like an office laptop.
Yeah.
It's shit. There we are. But I was gonna go do a walkabout. Go say hi to Tyrant Finder as well. See what he was there. He's over there, I think. Yeah, he's there. Oh, yeah. Well, I was going to do that anyway.
Do that with this palm, hand me on my Lord. I'm right around the job, just hold that thing down. And everyone.
Good after the burgers, they were good. Oh, No.
Are you sure?
Maybe.
You have camera on me. Don't film me, please.
Yeah.
I would be over, but this is just fucking gone for a piss.
Oh yeah, I thought I saw.
Yeah, she's
over
over there.
here.
They're over there.
Okay.
Just waiting for boomers. You was having a meeting. There's Wilder. Will, they just told me you've gone. They said you've gone.
You just ended the stream.
No, they said he's gone from the park and he's on the tube going to Downing Street.
Is it in Downing Street?
No, I don't know where it is. I heard it is
In Palestine, isn't it?
Palestine. I heard it was at the Wellington. Is it Wellington? Wellington Arch? Where it normally is?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Where's that?
We're all just going to the embassy
Who's
anyway,
that?
aren't they?
Boomer. Fucking annoying.
Does anyone know on the stream where this is? Where the Palestine thing is?
See if they tell me. Where is Palestine?
Downing Street, okay.
That would make sense.
You ain't there?
Hi Hayes.
Is it G7?
Hi Bright.
I want
Hi,
to go
Michelle.
down, I want to cover it. I've like basically missed most of the Palestine thing, so I want to go down and give it a look. But the police are stretched. They're not going to be down here when they're down there.
No one's going to be here at all.
Yeah.
They're I reckon, Wednesday at the earliest.
Wednesday.
I heard you're going back to court, aren't you? You got to go back to court?
No, it's all done.
No?
Like, they
That's
served
what I
eviction
thought. There's
notices.
somebody, the
I think
guy,
so.
who's the guy in the blue top?
Have you not been watching my stream?
I've been
have
watching
you?
them all. The guy in the blue top, you interviewed him last night outside the camp, wearing a blue top. With white
This
light.
guy?
No, t-shirt.
I don't know.
He just said he got to go back to court on Wednesday, but I said I read it.
Bald guy.
Yeah.
Clacky.
Classic, that's it.
I don't know about going back to court. I thought they settled it. I went to both of the. I went to both of the court
That
things.
order looked a little bit official. It was on the tree. The wetting signature now. You only get one warrant with a wetting signature,
Nah.
and that warrant's held in the court. All the other warrants are what they call electronic. So they take them from the original warrant that's held in court. You'll never see a wetting signature ever.
Oh, but they do have one.
There has to be by law a wetting signature in existence. There's always only ever one on court files, okay, and that's the original, what the judge signs there and then, and that gets filed. The rest is then electronically done.
Okay.
Copies, basically.
It's bollocks, it is. I've seen them all the time. We used to sit there and it's just templated warrants and orders.
Yeah, yeah.
And they sit there, boom, 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 and they get printed out in the custody department. You take that warrant and then that's your official holding notice, then you can hold a prisoner or evict prisoner.
Yeah, I mean, what they were putting them all up yesterday afternoon, and then they came back and put
Way
up
they
more.
did it was illegal.
They went and put up more at 2:30 in the morning.
They knew who technically they classed as the leader, whoever they classed as the leader, because they've seen somebody. They have to hand that notice to them and officially serve it. Pinning it on a tree,
Right.
not officially served, because anyone who's not
I think they may have
involved-
done that.
Well, I didn't see it because it was,
Paige was over there when they were pinning them to trees. I think they handed. I don't know.
I only seen in the Independent go over there and they just ignored him and walked off. So I think, well, that's not officially served, because it's got to be served actually in the camp, not pinned to a fucking tree.
Well, the story is also they took a bunch of the paperwork, the big bulk of paperwork that we had before the case, with photos of the camp and emails that have been sent between Paige and I don't know who exactly, officials, and that was all tied. It was tied to a tree apparently with a cable tie, and it had like her personal details in it and everything.
Oh, yeah, I heard that, the actual case bundle file. So basically you all get a bundle and it's all annotated with numbers so everyone can flick to the same page within ease. It's a bundle file. They can't do that. They're not allowed to fucking...
No, GDPR, right?
But at the end of the
Tying
day,
people's
how do you
details
get
to a tree.
High Court case, because to get to the High Court you have to exhaust all legal processes.
Yeah.
From the lower courts. Why have they gone straight? Why? How have they bypassed lower civil courts? Because mind you, this is a county court issue. Okay, so it's a civil court.
Mm-hmm.
Why has it bypassed civil court and gone straight to the Royal Courts of Justice?
In less than 2 weeks.
In less than 2 weeks. Do you know what that is? That is the masonry, Masonic, or the barons or somebody is like, you're scratching my back, I'm going to scratch yours, right? Because this is common land, we know it, because in history this was common land and sheep were grazed on this land when they were taken to market in London, so we know this is common land. So anyone can claim common land. They then got to petition, go to court, and there's a court protest. They have to have a good reason to why they're claiming the land. Why are they claiming this land at this specific time? What was their reason?
What, for taking it back?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they claimed there was like there were 3 complaints from the residents. Although we managed to get, I think, nearly 1,000 1,000 signatures.
I've heard crime rate's gone down, drug dealing's gone down in the area because they're not dealing on this green anymore because you're here 24/7.
Yep.
And there's no trouble. So how can they? That's why I don't understand. I'm so fucked.
You're not supposed to understand it.
Because what's going to happen now is you're told to move. Whoever's left here is going to get nicked and going to get roughed up and going to get what goodness knows what. You know what's going to happen because it's inevitable. They won't come in broad daylight. They're coming in darkness because they have to cause. What's the word? If they come in broad daylight, it's easier for them, isn't it? Right? If they come in cover of darkness and nobody knows, people are like all like bleary-eyed. They're tired. You've been up. You haven't all slept for decently, have you? You haven't had a decent night's sleep in 14 days.
No, one night I got 7 hours.
So you should be getting that every night, mate. Okay. So you're all tired, and I say a lot of you are hungry. Okay.
Yep.
So they're gonna use that to their advantage. They're gonna fuck everyone up. It needs here now. They're gonna need another 400 tents, 500 tents, and then I think people are gonna start to go. We're gonna have to do something different here because they're a massive wall. You know, it's.
Yeah.
They want you. They want you to be scared now and run to a different place, and then you start the process again because a court order has to be applied
For each place. Yeah.
It's a fresh location.
One of the questions was, what if we just leave and come back?
No. There's got to be something got to be on that order. No return within.
I didn't see it.
No. So I don't know how they've actually claimed the land. Now, what have they claimed the land for? Is it no longer common land? Right?
They want to return it to Hammersmith and Fulham Council. Or rather, that's what the order's doing.
Common land, there is obviously somebody who oversees the common land, i.e. the council.
Yeah.
Okay? The council, right, so this is common land. So when the fair comes here, and all that, and they have events here, do they pay to hold those events? I.e., does it pay the fair, pay the council a fee? Why can't it? It's common land. Anyone can fucking tip up here and set up what they want. It's common land.
Only due to the fact that they need to sort of like pay the policing and stuff like that for.
Yeah, they pay for these services, don't they? They probably pay for the electric they're using, the police they got for patrolling, but to actually use the site
for the land itself,
the land
I don't know.
It's free because it's common land. I can come here and set up a stall if I wanted to. And it's as long as I had a license to trade. Unless
you're a royal park sort of thing going on, then they've got different districts.
With royal parks, it's different because technically in a royal park, like Hyde Park, you're not allowed to film at all. You have to have permission from Royal Parks Estate to actually get your camera phone out. That's the truth. You are not allowed to physically film in a royal park.
That's why I told them not to go to any royal parks. You're not allowed to camp on no royal park.
No, they can eject you from a royal park because it's called a bylaw. Now, even though bylaws it's a bit like Dover Harbour bylaws, it's a bit like any place, and they have bylaws which are given the full force of the law by the consent of the governed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, which is all we got to keep on thinking about this, the consent of the governed, okay? If you don't consent to it, it doesn't apply to you. You only have to stand under common law in rearm and loss.
I think
Any other law, you don't have to stand
when you go
if
from
you don't
here,
agree with it. Because
think we're all going
statutes
to
and
clap.
acts are given the full force of the law by the
I don't
President of
know.
the government.
Yeah, because
It's-
one of
it's
that one
been
who
by
was talking,
Theresa May
talking.
and
thing.
Baron Betty
I think they were
Boyd,
trying to keep
the
it quiet.
former leader of the House,
She just,
and actually
guy
stated
just told
the
them,
Magna
told
Carta
them,
and the Bill of Rights
Clapham Common, there's a local
still
Clapham
are
Common.
in effect
And that's where
today.
she wants to go to Clapham Common.
But the Magna Carta doesn't only apply to the
Dunno.
barons, allegedly.
Which is under scrutiny in America
Crazy.
with the
I'm just here to
G7.
film it.
Yes.
I'm just here to film it.
Which
Right.
is based on, what's it called? The Maritime Charter.
Well, we're all under maritime law, aren't we?
Basically-
We're all under maritime law because we're all dead, aren't we? We're dead at sea.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how they get us under maritime law and not under common law. Because when you go into a courtroom, you're tried under maritime law, not common. Okay, you think it's common law, but it's not. Okay, so when this is illusion, when you go into a courtroom, unless you've committed a crime under common law, it's a place of business only. End of.
Naughty car.
Okay, so when you get a summons to a magistrate's court for a non-payment of fine, well, they are a summons is an invitation. They're inviting you to their place of business so they can give you a punishment
Under their roof.
under their roof. Okay, it's why do you think when in a crown court, when a judge comes into the courtroom, okay, everyone stands and bows to him in a common law courtroom. Okay, the reason why they're not bowing to the judge, they're bowing to that big thing that's above him called the crown.
The crown, yeah.
Okay, that's what they're bowing to. So you're acknowledging the crown, you're acknowledging the common law of the court. Okay, the magistrate's court, yeah, sit down, don't fucking stand up because you're acknowledging the jurisdiction of the court
Yeah.
of business. Get out the thing. We've got two different laws.
like her, she's lovely.
We've got
She's lovely.
the laws
Yeah,
that
she's
we're bound
going
by
to
now,
Clapham Common.
i.e., our statutes and acts which are revenue, purely revenue enforcement and revenue collections. All statutes and acts is revenue. Common law is common law. Okay? Everything else is revenue collection. You took stand up for it. Took stand up for it.
Which is slavery.
Well, we're all slaves, isn't it, at the end of the day? And it's what we've accepted. I've accepted that I'm a slave. I'm a slave. It's how I live my life now. Do I stand under... I stand under common law, but I have to stand under statutes and acts as well, because if I don't, the first thing they come for is my children. And they take my children away because I don't own my children. I only own 9/10 of my children. The state owns 1/10, because that's why possession is only 9/10 of the law, because the state owns 1/10 of it. You don't own your car because you only own 9/10 of it, because the other 1/10 the state owns. Because we all say your P60 on your whatever it is, your DVLA notice to say your car. This is not proof of ownership.
Yeah, that's true. That's,
Okay?
yeah.
Well, because you don't own your vehicle, the state does, right? And you agree, right? The state allows you to use your car if you agree to put road fund license on it.
You guys put up
insure
Tyrant Finder's
it,
link.
Okay? That's when they allow you to use it. And the moment you say, well, I'm not insuring it and I'm not going to put my road tax license on it, they come and take it because they own it. They only own 1/10 of your stuff, but they will come and take all of it if they want their 1/10.
But if you're a person who doesn't really care about all that, you can just turn around and say, well, just take it.
Exactly.
So like, an ownership is basically a material form. It only exists because you can make it exist.
A driver, i.e. somebody who drives a car, is a term
Thank you,
for
Hayes.
commercial purposes. You have a train driver, a bus driver, a taxi driver. You don't have a car driver, do you? No, because driving is a corporate term in legalese. Okay, because it's all we talk.
It's not.
think
It's
we
an
talk
English
English,
term, and it
but
just
we
means
talk-
to drive a vehicle, mate. You're talking bollocks.
How is it bollocks?
It's not legalese, is it?
Yeah,
it's
it's
just a term
a
of the English
driver.
language.
If you look into legalese,
Mate,
the legal
I
dictionary.
drove here, I'm a driver, I get in a car. You know what? The government doesn't own my car.
Yeah,
I
they
drive
do.
it on private ground.
Yeah, they
Fuck
do.
all they can do about
Government own your car.
No, they don't.
What does your DVLA notice state?
I don't know. I haven't seen
Okay,
it.
this is not proof of ownership.
Well, whatever.
So where's your proof of ownership of that vehicle then?
What? I paid for it, mate. I've got a receipt.
Where's your proof of ownership? Got it?
Well,
You do
what's
not
the receipt?
own your
If it's-
car,
what-
because if
I
you
don't-
owned your
I
car,
don't-
the state couldn't come and take
You're
it,
talking
could they?
sovereign citizen
you
bollocks
to
from
say,
America.
Not
That's
going
what
to
you're
fall out
doing.
with you.
He's finished. Look at him. He's holding the fucking mask. For fuck's
I'm
sake.
not.
done.
I'm not.
done,
I'm not
mate.
going to
I'm
argue
done.
with you. I have my opinion.
Yeah, no.
You have yours.
But I'm
Right, you
trying to
don't
tell
agree.
you that your
You don't
opinion-
have to stand there.
No,
Do you?
I am fascinated that you're trolling people with stuff that you learn
How
on
is
the
it?
internet.
How is it trolling people?
Because you're telling people
Because it's
untruths.
fact. No, it's not.
fact.
It's called legalese. Look it up, mate. Look it
I know
up.
what legalese means.
You don't know what legalese means?
I do know what legalese
Well, go
means.
and look how you look into business law and into corporate law. How
Why
we,
do I need
how
to?
it-
There's lawyers to do that.
Good, Dad. I think you should, mate, because
Why?
you
Why
won't
do I
come
need
here,
to?
start spouting off, and think I'm
You're
talking
the
a
one
load of
spouting
crap.
off. You're the one stood in public telling everybody that you don't own.
We know each
public
other.
I'm not
property.
telling them we're listening. We're listening. We're not being told we already understand what
Yeah.
we think is right.
So you believe this, do you?
Yeah.
I have my own belief of what I think is right and wrong. I make my own decisions. I listen.
Good.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to Tony. So it's a shared communication of like understanding what's right and wrong.
Yeah, you got a point.
And like, say for instance, your car, right? If you was in Westminster, for instance.
So if you
would be
owned your
taken
car,
away.
I'm
then,
listening to this,
yeah,
Joe.
but if you
One second.
owned
He's
your
making a
car,
good
you
point.
could remove your number plates without consequence, couldn't you?
You just looked that up on the internet.
Well, no, you
The
could.
thing
On
is,
my own land, I could, yeah.
We can anytime.
but
Because if you owned
used
your
to do
car, no
something-
one could tell you
if
what
used
to do with your
something
car, could they?
illegal
Yeah.
in your car,
Yeah.
right? That they can take your car away. You no longer exist.
They could
there.
impound it, yeah.
But the thing is that we all are under bearers of the currency that rules us. So if that didn't exist,
Yeah,
if that
it's a
didn't
common
exist,
law
then
of the land,
basically-
isn't it? I mean, we all follow it. We're all not running around in an anarchic state, are we?
Just a hypothesis what I'm going to make here, right, is
Go on.
that the top that you're wearing now, if you was to leave it there,
Yeah,
right, and walk away, and someone picks it up,
sure.
it's theirs. You can't come back and get it because now you've had to sort of like say, well, look, I don't have that anymore.
So if I was to see what one of these sunbathers is doing, yeah, put my stuff down, go get a drink, come back, and my stuff's gone. You're saying that's perfectly legitimate loss.
I'm not. Well, it's the fact that you've actually sort of like left it there, and it no longer exists in your reality. But it does to that person who's taken it. So therefore, you have to accept. Well, I've lost that. So it would be the same as if like all these rules and laws and that only exists because it's there in place. Back in
Well,
the
they're
Druid
enforced
days,
as well, though,
back
aren't
in the
they?
Druid days, they didn't exist.
No, and then we progressed and people grew up
I
and
don't know if
we
it's
put in place.
progressed,
Oh, all right, but the reason why laws are there are to protect people that can't protect themselves, right?
Yeah, common law, injury, harm and loss.
But
Yeah,
some of those
Common law.
Yeah.
But we're bound by other statutes and acts.
The law of the land, right?
No. Common law, the law of injury, harm and loss. Okay? There's only three things that you have to live by common law. Injury, you mustn't injure anybody, you mustn't harm anybody, and you mustn't cause anybody any loss. That covers from the pettiest crime of nicking a 1p chew out of a shop, because you're causing somebody some loss, right the way up until murder. Right? It covers every aspect of law.
Right. What's the problem with that?
Statutes and acts are given the full force of the law by the consent of the governed. Okay, because we are governed by consent. Am I correct? Yes or no?
We're
No, it's a
governed by
yes or
law
no
that-
answer.
No, well, it's not a yes or
It's,
no
yes,
answer.
it is. It's a yes or no
You
answer.
can't frame what I have to say in the way I think.
Well, it is though, isn't it?
It's not.
Are we,
It's not a yes or no answer.
well, it is.
You just.
Are we
you just-
governed by consent in this country?
I have no idea.
Yes, we are.
You're
Because
saying
Betty
that, I don't know.
Boothroyd, well, go and look it up. Theresa May, when she was Home Secretary, okay, stood up in Parliament, and Betty Boothroyd backed it up and said, Magna Carta and the Bill of Rights still stand to this day. Okay? So it also states in there, if you don't want to stand under any acts and statutes, because it is given the full force of the law by the consent of the governed, i.e. you, because you're governed If you refuse to stand under that act,
Then what?
there's nothing you can do.
Right, so you're saying that if a cop said that I'm going to take your car because you've got no tax and insurance, I can go, well, I don't consent, and they can't do that. I've seen videos, man.
Because
it doesn't work like that.
Oh, do you want to bet it does?
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Right,
Yes,
in
it
one
does.
instance when someone says,
Yes, it
I don't
does.
want to be governed by your laws, I don't consent, and the police just walk away. How many times does it happen?
Really?
It may happen in the US.
What I implore you to do is go and have a look, right?
So, basically,
Go and have a look.
You declare yourself a sovereign citizen, is that what you're saying?
No, I never said that at all. I don't declare myself as anything. I just know what I have to live under to live a true life, not a life
No, this
that
man just walked up.
the government or anyone else wants you to live.
Okay, so just being part of society is as opposed to being what's your life?
What's my life?
Yeah.
I live under three things: injury, harm, and loss, mate. I don't know what you live under. I live under injury, harm, and loss.
I live under respect for my fellow man and humanity.
Well, yeah, but then again, you pay for your road license. You stand under government statutes and acts.
What's wrong with that?
Well, what's your opinion on all this then? What's your opinion on this camp?
I think it's a nice day. I wouldn't mind being outside myself. If I am myself, but I wouldn't mind living outside.
They've been told they've got to go now. They're trespassing on common land, so they've been evicted. Yeah, I can tell you that since they've been here for the 12, 13 days now, coming into 2 weeks, crime rate's dropped.
Has it? How do you know?
Because the local shopkeepers have said.
Have they all come out and said you're doing a great job?
Yeah.
We got about 1,000 signatures.
Drug dealing within the park
tips
is dropped
to us, saying, "Oh yeah, thanks for all the good work you're doing." And all that.
Well done.
And there's the homeless people that live on the green is actually part of a community now, and they've actually been brought from the outside to the inn, and now they actually feel part of something. When you're not being sat down somebody,
People feel safe to walk through the park on the
going,
road.
oh, look at them, they're fucking
that we've got here.
Okay, well that's very good and laudable, right?
But these are the wrong people, they've got to go now. But a lot of these
so
people are
when the
homeless
police come
themselves.
along and these guys stand there and say, well, I don't really consent to this, are you telling me that the police are just going to walk off again? I mean, I'm still fascinated by your
You know what? The police have got no jurisdiction to come here and move them. Do you know why? The police are here to work for the people and they're only here to prevent the breach of peace. Okay? If they're just sat there doing nothing peaceful and the police come in or anyone else like bailiffs come and start creating problems with them, do you know who will get it? They will. By the police. They're the ones who get beat up. Nobody else.
But I don't understand how that is part of your argument.
Part of my argument is they're not doing anything wrong, so they should be left alone to do what they want. This is common land.
But they can't because it's against the law in
How
some
is it?
way.
How is it against the law?
Well, I don't know.
What law are they
I
breaking?
don't know. You tell me.
No, you tell me. You just told me it's
you know
against the law.
a little bit-
So you must know they're breaking the law. So you must know what law they're breaking.
Because they're trespassing something on common ground.
No, they're not.
Trespass on common ground?
They're not
Is that
trespassing.
what you just
How
said?
can... Oh no, this is what they're telling me.
They're not trespassing.
That would imply you're trespassing right now.
It's not
I
trespassing.
didn't make it up, you know.
Trespass is a civil crime, yeah? Trespass. But this new peace and crime bill they want to bring in.
Right.
Right. If I walked in your garden, right?
Don't have a garden.
Now, if you had a garden and I opened up your gate and walked in, right, and sat down, and I said nothing, what could you do about it?
I don't know. It doesn't really apply to me.
What if I come into
It's a
your garden
hypothetical.
and pitched a tent
Well,
and not did
a
anything?
lot of people do. I live in a caravan on campgrounds.
But if I did that and I didn't cause a
I
problem,
live in a van.
Police couldn't do nothing.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't really apply
The
to
thing
me.
is like I'm going to be evicted on my land, right? Because
I've been
it's
evicted
private
too,
land.
mate.
It's in an estate that I live on.
Right.
But I believe like that there's loads of communities out there. Let's say, for instance, Wales, quiet communities,
Sure.
and they live like harmoniously
Yeah, no.
with and like without money, without councils
Fine.
breathing down there, and they're still thriving. They're still thriving, right? And there's like loads of common land around that people can actually go on, and it's meant to be for people. They have the right to be there, and
Well, sometimes they don't do that because the law says, and we all have to abide by the law. You guys fucking abide by the law every day, right?
To certain types of
Do we?
laws.
Well, I don't know about you, sir. You're wearing a Harley Davidson jacket, so
Yeah,
you're
but
probably
it doesn't
on
matter
the
what you
edge.
look like.
So, do you know much about the police and crime bill?
I've been on the wrong side of the police.
But do you know the
I'm more interested in you saying that you don't have to abide by...
He's got a truck company on his place.
Oh no, you do.
He's got a truck company on his place.
Yeah, no, common law you have to abide by, sir. You have to abide by common law. Right. Statutes and acts you don't.
What's the difference?
But you do that.
No, you don't, sir. Statutes and acts are only given full force of the law by the consent of the governed.
So, yeah,
common law
just getting back to this part where you reckon that you can tell the police that you don't consent to be policed and they'll just walk away. That doesn't work. That's American mumbo.
Do you know how many thousands of pounds I've got from the police for abusing my human rights by them coming in to me? A lot. A lot. A lot. A lot.
How many?
A lot. I've got several thousands of pounds from the police for abusing my human rights.
Well, so they come along, you're doing something in their eyes that is wrong.
Yeah.
And you say, I don't want, what's the term that you told them, and they carried on.
Yeah.
And then you take them to court.
Yeah.
So you use what, statutes maybe?
No, I've used law. I've used law.
What kind of law?
Under law, human rights.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you obviously know a lot more about the legal system than
I do.
Yeah.
So maybe rather than say I'm talking a load of bollocks,
you are then.
No. See again. Is it not, sir? All I ask you to do, right? All I ask you to do. You cannot believe what I say. I don't really give a toss.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
So
That's you.
Yeah.
I live my life. You live your life.
Sure.
But I'm not going to fall out and be like everyone else, like every faction, right? If I was Antifa or some sort of faction like that, because you didn't agree with me, you wouldn't be stood here now. Right. No, you wouldn't, because you would be beaten down the road, because there wouldn't be just all these stood here, there'd probably be out the other people stood around, intimidating you until you agreed with their narrative. Okay. That's what would happen, sir. But because I'm a good human being and I got a moral compass, I'm having a discussion to try and
so what you haven't done though is make me see how you can stand in front of the police and tell them that you don't wish to participate in their action.
Because
and
you
then
are,
they walk away.
you are committing a crime under common law, you do not have to interact.
When are they coming along to evict these people?
Whenever they want.
So are you all camping? Yeah. You are. So are you going to stand there? What's the phrase that you say that to the police? I don't wish to be governed.
We can spout this. We do not consent as much as all we want to. We know the outcome is going to be inevitable.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. That's it. That's the point.
But
you can say I don't wish to be.
I'm going to hope that you're going to go back to the caravan today,
right?
And think that's what I was talking to that chap about.
Yeah.
I'm going to maybe do a little bit of research myself.
I'll probably Google it, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And have a little bit of looking into it.
YouTube.
Have a look into common law.
Sure.
Have a look into the difference between statutes and acts.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah. I probably won't get that
rights.
I'll get to YouTube. And I'll watch all the videos of people like you standing in front of the police and saying, I don't wish to participate in your legal system, and then the police arrest you. I'll watch all of those videos.
But what you don't see is, and a lot of people, what they should be doing is when they've sued them successfully and taken them to court, I'll tell you what, have a look at my YouTube channel, because a video was on there and it disclosed the amount of money that I got off them.
Okay, what's your YouTube channel?
Tyrant Finder UK.
What?
Tyrant Finder UK.
You found many?
Oh yeah, I find hundreds, because every time I put a camera out, I seem to find a tyrant.
Am I a tyrant?
Well, a little bit. I'm not being disrespectful. A little bit, yes, because the first words out of your mouth was, that's a load of bollocks. Right? Rather than say, whoa, hang on a minute, I disagree with you, mate. Can you explain that in a little bit more
another way of saying I disagree with you, though.
It's not a very respectful way.
That's a bit rude, actually.
Look at it. Right. You only have to stand under common law. You're typical example. You live in a caravan, yeah?
Right. Yeah.
Ideal. You're technically a traveller.
I am a traveller.
Well, there you go then. So this bill.
You should really know the law then.
You're parked on legal land.
Depends how you define legal.
Well, there you go. Look, because this police and crime bill is actually making trespass a criminal offence now, not a civil offence. Yeah. So there's none of this 28 days bollocks that travellers get to then move from site to site. 21 days. It's instant. Police can move on straight away. There's no going to court no more. So the whole way of
It's
existing.
pretty instant nowadays, anyway.
No, it's not. They still
Well, it
get
is.
days.
When
they get. It's not
It
instant.
depends on if it's private land. I mean, I've been moved on recently.
Yeah, but private
and it's-
land, trespass is a civil offence. Police can't get involved until there's a little bit of a court order, and even then, the police can't get involved.
So the bailiffs.
Well, only the bailiffs can remove, because the police are only there to then to breach the peace. They cannot go physical hands-on with anyone, because nobody's technically committed a crime.
But the thing is, they would get physical if they wanted to.
They could have, because it's a civil offence, right? When a bailiff turns up here, the only people, really the bailiff shouldn't be laying hands on with anyone, because a SIA badge doesn't give you a right to go physical with anyone. It actually says that in the SIA licensing manual.
Yeah.
Right? So technically, if they still remove the move and they never said anything, they're not committing a breach of peace. The police technically can't get involved because they can only get involved for a breach of peace. We're in a stalemate then, isn't it? We're in check, right? That's how it is. So nobody can physically remove anybody, really.
But they will, though, won't they?
Yeah, they will.
I mean, they will.
Because we know the police get rough.
And they do what they want.
They do what they want.
Well, I mean, they don't, because I mean, they're governed by some
They're not governed.
by some standards, aren't they? I mean,
Then why are we not allowed to stay?
that's not necessarily it's not the police that made that decision.
Why do we go to the High Court in less than 2 weeks?
Have you ever complained about the police or anything?
Yeah.
You've actually gone to professional standards?
Yes, I did.
Right, okay, let me tell you the process. Right? You make a complaint to the police that you, say for example, you were arrested unfairly. Right? You make that complaint to the police. The police give it what I call a Stevie Wonder investigation. Like that. Well, Stevie Wonder was right. So he didn't see nothing, so they didn't see nothing. And they then come back and say, they don't uphold your complaint. The police does no wrong.
Yeah, that's
So
exactly
you
what
go
happened.
to the PCC, which is now the Police and Crime Commissioner.
Right.
Well, what the Police and Crime Commissioner don't look at, they don't look at your complaint, i.e. that police officer arrested me unfairly and he assaulted me. Right? What they look at, they make sure that the complaint, they look at the complaint process, make sure if that was followed correctly. Was the person who complained, was he informed at every step of the way? Was he this, was he that? Did he get an outcome? Well, 10 times out of 10, they follow procedure correctly. Then what happens then is, once the PCC says, oh, we don't find in your favour, that's it. There's no other recourse. You know what the recourse is? Is actually taking out a civil prosecution. Do you know what? I took all mine, right? All the way through up to Police and Crime Commissioner.
Yeah.
They didn't find in my favour. I then took them to court, and lo and behold, they actually breached my Article 8 human rights. They've illegal imprisonment, false imprisonment, and tarring me as a terrorist.
Terrorists.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Oh, I'm stood here like this, filming, like I'm doing now. And they tarred me as a terrorist.
Okay. All right. Well, look,
So they breached all my human rights.
Right.
They practically searched me on the street, right? And they said they did nothing wrong. But the moment I took them to court, they settled outside court at the 11th hour because they thought I was pulling their bonker, and I wasn't. They settled out of court in the 11th hour, and they gave me more than what I was asking for.
Okay. Well, I mean that's great
Because you know why? I would have got more going into court.
What that proves is the system works. You're protected. Do you know what I mean?
It proves the system works. It proves I was protected. Come on. I shouldn't have to go through that process in the first place. I shouldn't have to be abused on the street by a copper who works for me.
These people every day. Yeah, okay, it was a policeman.
They work
but
for me.
The right thing happened. You got money out of it.
That's
you know what I
right.
mean? You were protected. No one was really hurt at the end of the day, were they?
Yeah, well,
What? Yeah, Bob.
no one was really hurt at the end of the day.
Fucking hell.
Sensibility.
Where are you coming from, guy?
What's up? What's the problem?
What if I just asked you to stay in a cell for a day now? I'm asking, what if I just said stay in a cell for a day?
No, thanks.
Yeah, because it would be a bother, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Yeah, so it would cause you alarm, distress, lost wages, pain mentally, all sorts of things that you can't quite nail down.
It's been my own fault.
So it's hurt. No, if you hadn't done anything wrong, if I just said, right, get in the box,
Okay.
like now, wouldn't that be
It would be, like you said, a bother, definitely.
a bother? So a kind of hurt.
But I couldn't then go and sue for several thousands of pounds. If you asked me to do that. The thing
But
is,
no, I'd be asking you, right?
Yeah.
What if I just got a box now and just put it over you,
Yeah.
and then you stayed there?
I'm pretty sure that
You'd be upset when you got out, right?
I'd be upset.
You
but
wouldn't.
I'm sure there'd be ways of me finding some remuneration that would make me less upset.
Yeah,
like this guy here.
like some kind of money for unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not arguing that he shouldn't have gone and got a payout from the police. And what I'm saying is
that money I got paid out. That money I got paid out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I already paid that money in. I paid that money in my taxes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't usually get a withdrawal like that, do you? I mean,
Does anybody get a withdrawal like that?
No.
But I shouldn't have had to done that. So that's taking money out of the public purse.
Right.
Because I was abused. But that's all right. You got money for it. I'd rather not have the abuse. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but I mean, what comes around goes.
You can.
It doesn't though, does it? Because
you can.
honestly,
Tax returns.
if people like you, sir, have got that mentality,
There's not
You
many
have.
people who've got this mentality.
you have. We're trying to change this mentality.
You don't know what my mentality is. All I'm trying to say is that
You think
maybe
I'm talking bollocks under like statues and acts? I'm really not.
One very specific part of what you say. For the life of me, I keep forgetting what the term is. But when the police rock up and you've done something wrong, they perceive that you've done something wrong, and you say that you don't want them to. What's the term again? I love it. I keep forgetting.
Don't consent.
Not consenting. You don't get the option, mate. There is no option to consent or not consent. You know, if you've done something wrong and the police reckon they can have you, they're going to have you.
So you're saying then, if you've done something wrong and you go into a police station, yeah, right, and they question you on tape,
yeah,
and you say no consent, yeah, or no question, yeah, you're allowed to do that.
You're allowed to say no comment.
Yeah, no comment, yeah.
Well, that's not consenting to being policed.
Well, it is. You're not consenting to be questioned.
Well, no, you are.
You're not consenting to be questioned, are you?
No, but you are.
Where's it coming from, man?
No, but listen to me. This is important.
I'm not consenting to talk.
It's not about consent because you're already there.
If you ever go into a police interview voluntarily, mate, then that's more for you. Because do you know what?
Were you saying that
Have you ever been called to a police station and said we're going to voluntary interview?
Yes. What's the matter with that?
Because that's what that is. What that is? What? That's a fishing exercise. But hopefully you're going to incriminate yourself.
Yeah, but I'm a big boy. I can. I haven't incriminated myself yet.
Don't. Do you know what the best thing is to do? You're a big boy and you know how to not incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know the best way of not incriminating yourself? Not even going. Because there's no reason. If it's voluntary, it's voluntary. There's a definition in the term.
I actually don't mind speaking to coppers.
Oh, mate.
Right off.
It's out now.
I'm not afraid
Sorry,
of
mate.
it.
Sorry.
What's the matter? What are you afraid of?
Why did you not talking to coppers?
I don't mind
The whole word. I don't mind speaking to coppers.
What's it to be afraid of?
Every time you speak, what's to be afraid? Jesus, your comments are brilliant. What's to be afraid?
Yeah. Why are you afraid of it?
A police officer.
Mate, you've just got something. Every time you speak to them, it sounds like they have to put their hand.
Well, their job is evidence collection.
Because majority of the time they have to put their hand in their pocket. Because the majority of the time a police officer doesn't know. Did you know there's two different police? Police constable and police officer. Okay. Yeah? You know that? No.
Are they just technical terms?
No. Police officer, police constable enforces common law, if I'm not. Police constable is a revenue enforcer that collects taxes and revenue.
But they have the same powers?
On statutes and acts. No. Because like I said to you at the beginning of this conversation, statutes or acts are only given the full force of the law by the consent of the government. End of.
Alright, okay, so you brought it all the way back to this idea.
I don't have to bring it all the way back because that's where the whole stems from.
Okay, well this is good, because that's what I'm interested in. That's the part that I'm interested in.
Look up the Bill of Rights and the Magna Carta, the two most important declarations in our history.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying there's two types of coppers wandering around in the
Yeah,
same uniform?
good ones and bad ones. Good ones and fucking bad
He's
ones.
right, he is right.
I am. There's two types.
No, but one can enforce...
Constables who uphold the law and work
One part
for the
of the law.
people.
Right.
Then you've got officers
Yeah.
who work for the state, who are revenue collectors, who collect revenue in fines. Yeah?
But they
All these
can't
COVID
fine you.
fines, all these fines that were
It doesn't
imposed.
matter whether they're a constable or a police officer. They
No,
can still
it
fine
does.
you,
Yes,
right?
it does. Because one,
How can
you
you tell the
have to.
difference?
One, you have to stand under the one who exercises common law.
Right.
The other one, you can give that to. Because if you don't consent and you're not committing a crime, you don't have to listen to him. End of story.
I'd really like to see you in action with a constable or officer, and you saying that you don't consent.
Excuse
and
me?
then them walking away.
Excuse me, I've seen it. I've seen a load of his videos, man. I've seen it.
Then I will see it. Then I
Yeah,
will
you
see it.
need
There's
to.
300 videos on my YouTube channel.
I've got a lot of
of
watching
me,
to do.
basically.
Walking away, scot free, with maybe the chance of actually taking it to the human rights.
I've been
type
tripped
route.
twice, but majority of the times, yeah, I've walked away, and they've left me alone because they know I know law. Okay? Because once you start spouting law to a copper, because you remember, what's funny, it takes 16 weeks to become a police officer, and now only 8, because they got this big recruitment drive, 8 weeks to become a copper, but it takes 3 years to become an hairdresser. Work that one out. How can you learn law in 8 weeks?
But they're not judges, are they? They're just coppers. I mean, they
So
don't
they have
need
to have a basic grasp of law. I know.
I'll tell you an incident with him, yeah? Right? You look on his channel, yeah? Right? At Downing Street, yeah? He was arrested, yeah? They took him in the van.
I didn't work that time.
I was out the van. Right, they were going to take me to the holding. They nicked me outside Downing Street. They said I was there in a group of people. I wasn't. I'm a journalist. Because anyone that's got a video camera, he's a journalist. You might not have journalistic. You're a journalist. Yeah, you got Facebook.
No.
You got YouTube. Well, you're able to take photographs and publish it anywhere. Well, yeah, you got a phone. You can. You're a journalist. Because journalism is an umbrella term. It's anyone that can broadcast, write, or televise any pictures.
So
or
I don't
words.
have to be part of the press.
No. Because that. Why do I need permission to do something? And we have a great thing in this country that anything that's not specifically prohibited is allowed. Right? So anything that's not specifically written in law, we're allowed to do.
Until they're making law.
Well, yeah, and this is what they're trying to do now with the police and crime bill, right? They're trying to circumvent law, to i.e. move people off to make this a crime when it's always been a civil matter. So they're trying to make new laws, what I call back way in through, okay? Because hundreds of laws are made a year. Well, they're not laws, they're acts. And Shakespeare said a fantastic thing, life is but a play. It's an act. Okay? So,
This is next Parliament, not a stage.
well no, because Parliament isn't.
Sorry, not a journalist.
Because it doesn't matter if Labour's in power, it doesn't matter if
Forgot to
Conservatives
pick up my journalist
outcomes always going to be the same.
shoes.
Our vote that we're given is an illusion to that we're having a say, but we're really not, because the outcome is inevitable. It's the same.
Why is it inevitable?
Because it's already written. Well, I'm not going to go into it because it's live. Because if I'm going to go into the realms of what I really want to talk about it, it's because we're so media is independent media, like I am. Okay, it's so repressed at the moment.
Scrutinised.
Say, well, it is, because if I say certain words, then my stream will be taken off the air.
Demonetised.
No,
Just taken down, and also stopped from being able to
Yeah,
post.
but it's, I mean, you know,
This isn't monetized. This stream isn't monetized.
well, you'll be kicked off air because of certain phrases. Now,
Well, no, because anything I
that
mentioned
isn't
to
to do
you-
with the UK government. That's to do with YouTube. And,
It's got a
and
lot to
Google.
do with YouTube, because
Yeah,
it was the
it's
same
Google.
thing
It's
as,
a big
okay,
corporation that controls that, not the government. The government have very little to do with it. In fact, they'd love to get a little bit of a handle on that, but they can't. It's an American corporation.
do you know we have a migration problem into this country at the moment? You know, all the way through the pandemic,
Right.
throughout lockdown,
Right.
when we were all locked down last year,
Yeah.
thousands of migrants across the channel in little boats
Okay.
came into Dover.
Right. Where you going with this?
Well, there's a law that actually states that we're all locked down in our houses, right?
Yeah.
We weren't allowed out.
Okay.
But there is a law that actually states nothing allowed to come into the country through that port.
Okay.
If it's possible, well, it did.
Well, a lot of them kind of just got on boats. They weren't really up on it when they did it. In fact, they weren't governed by our law when they did it. They just left France. Didn't they? I don't understand. They're committing a criminal act, I guess.
Well, under immigration law is that they were refugees the moment before they got to the 12-mile point in the Dover Strait. Once they crossed international waters, then into English waters, they become illegal migrants. Okay, because we have it's called the Dublin Free. They would claim asylum in their first safe country.
Sure. Okay.
And well, France isn't at civil war, is it? It's not at war with any other country, no? So they could actually claim asylum there, but we've all been locked down for a year, not allowed to go out. But we've got thousands of homeless people on the street, thousands of veterans not home. They've been ferrying them all in, sticking them in 4-star hotels, allowing them to go out to different four corners of this country, but yet we've all been locked in.
Your views are swinging around the place, aren't they?
Well, it's not. It's not. How is it swinging around the place? It's what I think.
So
right.
you're not for immigration?
No, I'm for immigration, legal migration. Yeah, I'm
legal
100%.
migration.
Oh yeah, it's a bit like I've always said, like a bit like Australia. We have a point system.
Yeah.
You've got to have so much money.
So this point system would be upheld by, I don't know, statutes and
I don't know.
and that kind of
It's
thing.
like I said, it's a weird
involved.
one, right? Some statute and acts are good.
Okay.
Some are bad.
Right.
Right.
And you're going to tell us which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that your plan?
Anyone that wants to tax
Hey mate,
or fight
have
me
you
or
ever heard of Alex Belfield?
Belfield.
No, I haven't.
Oh, look at him, Alex Belfield.
Alex Belfield.
He worked for the BBC.
Yeah? I think
Hey,
you need to fucking watch him, mate. Yeah? You're talking about legal immigrants, yeah? Right? One legal immigrant went to court for interfering with fucking kids, yeah? And he got away with it.
That was one. Yeah, I'm surprised that you guys have got such a far-right view on immigration.
How is it far right? How is having that right? No. How is having
This guy's quoting about...
how is having
chili
legal
fillers.
migration having a far right view?
Is this what you mean about Google taking you off air if you say
No, I'm
so?
going to try and get the
This
tattoo in a bit.
This isn't bad. Right, having a view that we should have legal migration into this country, i.e. point system,
But you
and we
went-
should have a cap, right, isn't a far right narrative, is it? It's not a far right.
But
what
it
it is?
It is part of the far-right narrative.
How is it far right narrative? It's not. It's part of them. Sorry, I'm going to call you. You're lefty, aren't you? You're conservative. You're conservative voter.
I was a paid-up
Tory.
member of the Labour Party until recently.
There you go.
I couldn't say any side though, could I? Because
Well,
you're going to
you're
find
just
fault with it.
saying that anybody that has the right to, me having an opinion, Owen might not agree with my opinion, right, on immigration, right, but he wouldn't say there and call me far right. Because he knows that's a completely ludicrous thing to call me.
I take it back. It's the kind of thing that some members of the far right would be well behind, right?
Well, it's pigeonholing. It's pigeonholing an entire huge multi-directional spectrum of ideas into a left-right narrative.
If you were to list the views of someone on the right of politics,
Where do you stand on genetically modified organisms? GMOs.
I think they're a good thing.
Right. And now, is that a left-wing or right-wing thing?
I don't know.
Well, funnily enough, both sides seem to think they're good.
Yeah, right.
So the paradigm seems to fall apart when it tries to handle things that they just don't want people to talk about at all.
So what are you saying, that we make points of view extreme and we don't want to talk about them?
I'm saying that left and right, red and blue, it's a distraction technique, it's nonsense.
By who though? Distraction technique.
Now you're asking the right questions.
Now you're asking the right, yeah.
No, we're on
Owen,
stream.
Please, could you speak a lot better than me? You're more in tune with that.
Is it the
You're-
Clitterati or Illuminati? Illuminati.
I don't know what we're allowed to say on stream. I've been avoiding...
Anything but
Heroin.
all that.
Oh, and
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? We're allowed to talk? Are we allowed?
No, we're not even allowed to mention the word.
What? Are we allowed to talk about the Masons?
Yeah, we could talk about Masons and Illuminati.
I was nearly going to say it, already. I was nearly... Yeah, I was nearly going to say it.
I doubt the YouTube.
I was going to say, is he against it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I don't believe in it, so I couldn't be against it or for it.
Well, do you believe that secret societies exist?
No. Not in the way that you think.
They're literally everywhere. We're like less than a mile from a Masonic lodge.
That's not very secret,
There's tons of... No, but that's the definition of a secret society. I'm not saying it's literally secret. They're hiding in plain sight.
I've got a fair idea.
No.
You been? I think he is one.
You have an idea what they put
I
out?
used to
You have the narrative.
I was a waiter.
I think he is one.
While they were doing their thing. I was there when they were doing it. So yeah, I've got a fair idea what goes on. Not really. A lot of talking, a lot of drinking.
No.
We're talking about the lower echelons
you mean
of
the handshake and then the judge says it's all right, mate, you don't have to pay that parking ticket?
Well, I mean, as an example, how did we get taken to court so quickly?
I think there's old boy networks throughout the UK and abroad. Yeah, I think it's one of
do
the
you
oldest
think
ways
that
of doing business.
our government could be controlled by an echelon higher up than we think? The top tier of our echelon is the UK government, yeah?
Right.
Do you believe that there could be an echelon higher?
What, like a global cabal?
United Nations.
Well, now you're talking. Now you're actually talking.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that.
Have you heard of? So you've heard of the Freemasons?
I've heard of
Have you heard of the Rosicrucians?
the
Rosicrucians.
It does ring a bell, but I don't know.
Have you heard of the Ordo Templi Orientis?
No.
Have you heard of Thelema?
I think you're making
Now we're getting closer to more secretive societies, aren't we?
But these are all things that may or may not be true.
They exist.
This
They exist. People have them tattooed on their arms.
Look at my
Famous people who admit to being members.
Knights Templar is another secret society.
Wasn't it in a book? I mean, really?
No. Knights Templar actually exist.
Okay.
And I know this.
They have no bearing on my
I've got more than
my
first
life.
hand than a lot of people about Masonry. Okay, I know lots about the Illuminati, Masonic history, why they do
You probably
things.
found quite a few websites.
No, not from websites, from actual people.
Actual people.
Yeah.
Actual members of the Illuminati.
Actual members of the Mason, and I've never made
Oh,
it.
for Christ's
I've
sake!
never made it.
There's probably
any
one walking
secret.
around here now.
I've never made
There
it
might
any
very well
secret
be.
that I've met. My father is there's 33 degrees within Masonry. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
33 degrees.
What does that mean?
That's how many degrees there are. 33.
All right.
33 is a very significant number. My dad is 30 of those. There's 31 of those 30 degrees.
So he's moved up the ladder. That's great. He's doing
No.
He's doing all right.
Well done.
No?
As far as Masons go. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Well,
What's the problem?
there's a lot of problems because
Is he a bad man? What's he done?
But it's not, because if you actually look into Illuminati
Right.
and everything, just look into it, please.
Oh, well,
And
I see that
it's a bit like, you know,
and then people talking
you
about
said
the
I'm a
American
freeman of the
dollar having the
land.
Illuminati symbol on it. I kind of.
What are the chances?
It's what?
What are the chances? What do the words mean underneath that?
Yeah. So this is where I switch off though.
Novus Ordo Seclorum. Latin. It means the new order for the ages.
Okay.
Or New World Order.
Okay.
And it's been on the money since 1776. Is it 76? And the United States was founded, but there's also when allegedly the Illuminati was reformed.
Okay.
Same year.
Yeah. So
do you know the Illuminati, the symbolism is everywhere. We look at Illuminati symbols every day of our life. I'm actually looking right at one now. A symbol. Okay. And that's that symbol. Okay. On your top there.
Yeah.
That's an Illuminati symbol. That is shown within
It's actually it's a logo of a skateboarding manufacturer.
Yeah, no, but it's also, it goes back to Illuminati symbolism.
I think you can probably then trace everything back to the Illuminati.
There you go, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere.
Come on!
So the Illuminati is where it
Knights
all begins.
Templar were formed to protect. We've all watched the Angels and Demons and all that. What's that film? Tom Hanks.
Yeah, the Da Vinci Code.
All about the Illuminati.
The Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code.
Yeah. That was a book which was a.
I've actually never seen it.
It blows a lot on. It starts to put the symbology into into context and to how people understand it. Now, the Knights Templar were allegedly, okay, because obviously they say it's not true, they were there to protect the secret, the Ark of the Covenant, yeah? Okay. Well, that Ark was allegedly the bloodline of Christ still survives to this day.
This is my problem with a lot of this thing. So if a lot of this goes back to religion, I'm an atheist, so
well,
this is why I don't believe.
All war that happens on this earth is based on religion. Yeah? We had the religious crusades. Everything, every war, you can probably put it back to.
I would have gone with money. Definitely money. Land, resources.
Who's one of the richest powers? Who is one of the richest powers on this earth?
If you're going to say the Roman Catholic Church, you wouldn't be right.
Is there one of?
They just sold off a load of property because they couldn't afford it.
We're talking about the Jesuits.
No, we're talking about the Roman Catholic Church. They might be Jesuits.
Crusades, by the way, was blessed by the church.
We are talking about the Jesuits, you're right.
Wow.
So you believe in the left and the right in politics, right?
Well,
the structure.
I concur with
have you not noticed that Canada has a far left party running them now, the Socialists? Britain has a Conservative party running. They're practically running them exactly the same way. And that's a Conservative right wing and a Liberal left wing, well, Socialist left wing, not Liberal. But yes, that's a Socialist Conservative party running countries exactly the same way. Australia, America, France, even Poland, they're all copying each other. They're doing exactly the same thing. It's not like it's all independent thinking. It's all just common thinking approach. It's almost like there's one power. It's almost like there's one power running it, like the United Nations.
Well, look, let's face it. If something works, it tends to be.
I'm not an expert on all the Illuminati stuff. I don't read too much into that. But I do believe the United Nations is much more deeply controlling us than we care to believe.
Yeah, but they're hardly a secret society, right?
No,
they do everything transparently.
I'm not going to deep dive. I'm not going to deep dive into that, but I will back up their point that I don't think that this is just a left-right. I think that there's more higher power than our own government.
I'm going to say what I've got to give it, but I apologise for coming on.
I would shake your hand, but I don't know if you're one of them who thinks this is all real and not just a seasonal flu or anything. I would shake your hand. It was really good talking to you, and I really appreciate it.
But I'd just like to say, well, you shouldn't be so afraid. There really isn't anything to be afraid of. There isn't.
Well, I would say
What?
to you,
The same thing?
Be careful, don't be afraid,
I would say not
look
to be
at
afraid
everything
with
you
the
see
whll
within your life.
face thing and the
Honestly,
thing that's
look at
going around.
everything you see in your life with open eyes. You're wearing a mask.
It means people don't have a go at me in public. Do you know what I mean?
Well, then be exempt.
Then be exempt.
You just said that it means people don't have a go at me in public. You're being afraid.
Yeah.
You are being afraid.
No, it means that
You're saying you don't want to wear it, but you do.
Now, if I was afraid.
Well, you are wearing it out in others because
Just for other people.
you have to. You know what? I was abused on the train, right?
So,
And I'm exempt, right? So I don't have to wear one. Right. I don't have to justify why I wear one. Right? It's a bit like when Hitler got the Jews to wear that yellow star when he took them all off.
Come back to him?
Because this is what's happening now.
It's happening exactly the same.
No, we have to.
They're creating a two-tier society of people who will accept the new normal and people who don't. And those who don't will no longer be able to get public transport. This island will become a prison for them. They will not be able to go abroad.
This is an old argument.
It's not. This is what?
80% of the population has had the jab, which I guess you guys probably not had the jab.
And what's going to happen to us?
No, nothing probably. You'll be fine.
You think we'll be fine?
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, no, I don't.
They've already banned non-vaccinated people from going on cruises and going on certain transports.
Who's that? Is that the cruise liner?
It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter who. They all work to the same.
Cruise liner or what? Yeah, it's not the government.
I don't care who's doing it.
They're all
But
doing it.
yeah, but it does matter though, because when you say they and then you indicate that there's some kind of shadowy overlord that's making.
I'm not even implicating that there. I'm simply saying that if TfL says you need to show your vaccine passport to get on the tube, that is discriminating against all those who believe they just have bodily autonomy. Say, for example, here, people say my body, my choice, don't they? People say pro-choice. Say someone gets raped, they become pregnant, yeah, and then they have the choice to have an abortion. Now, I'm not arguing either way about that,
Okay,
but
well, you're
that
going
is
in
something
deep with it,
that's
though.
something that people talk about, isn't
Sure.
it? That
Yeah.
someone who has that happen should, if that happens to a woman, they should have the right in this society, at least this modern society that we've created, have the choice to not have that baby. Now, I'm not commenting on that specifically, but they have that choice, right?
My body,
And they
my
have
choice arguments.
bodily autonomy, right? They're not forced to go through a procedure or anything like that that they don't want to, right? These things are also protected under the Nuremberg Code and the European resolution that they made in the European Parliament back in January, where they said that nobody should be discriminated against for not having a medical procedure that they do not want to have, right? If I can't get on the fucking tube, that's discrimination.
Okay, I see the argument you're making. It's your choice not to have that injection.
It doesn't matter what's
Somebody
in it
telling
or
you
anything.
Also, right, saying to you, right, you can't get on that plane until you can prove you've had 2 jabs. And you want to get on that plane so jabbed, so bad, because you haven't had a holiday in so long. Well, we all deserve a holiday. So they've just coerced you into getting it, right? And yet coercion in this country is a crime. It's been made a crime on the statute book. Okay? Coercion. You don't have to on holiday, well, no.
No, we don't have to, but it's our choice, right?
But I've had that choice taken away from me now. So I can no longer choose to go on holiday. Well, I can in this country if I choose to.
I gave up.
Anywhere else.
I gave up thinking about it a year ago
Yeah.
because we know how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a bit
just
like
watch
if
and you'll
you've got
see.
children and you don't pay.
I can't understand where you're going with it.
But it is a lot of way. It's a bit like, I'm going to go on to a completely different, you might understand it, right? I don't know if you've got children or anything else like that. Now, if you don't pay for your children, your ex potentially can go to the child maintenance department and seek child maintenance for you. Yeah? You could be one of these fathers that says, oh, fuck you, I ain't paying. What the government will come along and do then is to take your passport away from you, because they can, because you've agreed. Okay, so you stand on the statute. They take your driving licence away from you as well. It actually states that, right?
If I don't pay
Yes.
child maintenance, then
Yeah.
you take my
Do you want me to show you the letter now? Because I've got it on my thing. And I pay for my children.
Right.
This was an automated message that was sent to me by mistake, threatening that because I don't pay maintenance, and I do, they're going to take my passport off of me and my driver's licence. And then come into my house and take goods out of my house.
Oh, wait. Who sent you this?
Child maintenance. Yeah. But they've now admitted it was a sent to me by mistake because I paid for my children. But because you stand under these statutes now, they can take your driving licence away. What gives anyone a right to taking your passport away from you for not paying for children? And mind you, a lot of fathers in this country don't get to see their children for one reason and one reason alone, down to the other parent.
Right.
Okay? Out of spite. Because the only way you control a father when they're separated is through the children, normally.
Okay.
Okay? Alright, so that's how they can do it. So they can take your passport, driving licence. So they can come and take your car off you, right? Because you don't own it. They can come and take it's a bit like TV licence. Right. Pay for TV licence? You don't watch terrestrial TV then. You don't watch any. Right. The terminology is you don't have to have a licence to own a TV. Right? They say you have to have a licence to watch scheduled broadcast. That's anything that appears in your radio times, TV times, anything. Now, if you've got your telly up on your wall, right, and I'm sat there watching more Ford, right, which is catch up, right. Nothing. I got to have a TV. Right. And do you know why? Do you know how the majority of people get caught for non-payment of TV licence? It's because they let them in their house. They answer the door. Right. Do you know what joinder is? Joinder. We're talking. Yeah. Right. Me and you are conversing, so we have joinder. It's a mutual thing. Yeah. So anything in contract law, has to have, to be legal, has to have the agreement of 2 or more people. Yeah? A contract. That's a contract. Yeah?
Alright, I'll go with that.
What do you mean go with that?
I'll follow your argument, yeah.
Well,
I'm with
right.
you.
So, your council tax, right? You pay your council tax?
I don't have to.
You don't have to. Your council tax is a voluntary tax in my eyes, right? Because you get sent a bill. If you respond to that bill, yeah, you're entering what they call joinder. So once you speak a word to me, that is giving me consent that you've now joined. You've joined me.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
that's called joinder.
Fine.
Right, that's what we work on. In
That's kind
we
of
work
what
on
you do.
joinder in every aspect of life.
Yeah.
Now we're working on it.
You're
right?
dealing with the UK government right now.
Well, no, because I choose to talk to you.
Yeah.
Right, I can quite walk away. I can cut off, and I disengage. Right, because we've got joinder. So if you don't consent to pay council tax, right, what physically can they come and do?
Well, they can take it to court first, can't they? And then they can get a...
So they will summons you to court? Summons?
Yeah.
And so what summons means?
It means you must attend.
No. Summons is illegally. You said you knew legalese.
No, I don't know.
No, well, you need to learn it, please. No, you need to.
I'm not a lawyer.
No, you know, I thought...
Legalese is for...
No, it's not. It's not. We talk in legalese all the time. Our lives are based on contracts. Okay? We are. I'm going to say it. No, we are. When you're born.
Yeah, I've heard this one.
No. I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to go down the paperwork route because we all know about the birth certificate. Right? We are free. We are free human beings. We are not bound to anyone.
So
we are belonging.
Free man of the land.
Well, no, it's not, because when I'm born, my mum and dad own 100% of me. 100%. Right? But the moment they signed the birth certificate, the government owns 1/10.
Yeah.
Why is it only 1/10?
Because 9/10 is the law. Possession is 9/10 of the law, yeah?
Well, that isn't a legal term.
No, it is a legal term. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
No,
That's why they can take your kids away.
It is not cliche.
Is there a law somewhere, some act somewhere that
No.
says if you have 9/10 or something, then it's yours?
That's why they can take your kids away.
That's why they take the 1/10 back, because you only own 9/10, right? You can't physically take 1/10 of a car, can you? So they take the whole thing. You can't physically take 1/10 of a child. So they take the whole thing. Right? Okay. Learn it, please. Learn it.
I don't want to.
I see your brain ticking. I see it ticking in your head.
I'm trying to put it all together because a lot of it is just...
When I actually woke up, right, and actually, because I used to be scared of everything. I used to be scared of the police, of authority, of everything. I'm not now, because I've actually seen for what it really is, and I live my life.
The thing is, okay, you say
by morals. Because when you're born, we're all born with brilliant things with our own mechanisms within our bodies, our hearts, our moral compass. Yes? But that's instilled on you if you have good parents right growing up, because you learn everything. So you also have a gut instinct. Yeah? Well, you're born with those things. People don't use them. Right. Okay? So when I found out that my whole life from a very small child is based on a lie, okay, I cried my eyes out, because I have been lied to you. What was it about? What have you been lied to?
Everything.
You've been lied to your whole life.
Well,
everything.
You are what they call a free slave.
A free slave?
A free slave.
Isn't that contradicting in terms?
No, it doesn't contradict.
What do you mean, free slave?
You're a free slave.
Well,
you're given the illusion of being free, but you're not. You're a slave to the state.
I'm not in any illusion that I'm completely free. I can't go around and do what I want.
You can do anything you want, as long as you don't injure, harm, or cause anybody any harm.
Yeah, and that's what some of our
Throwing a cigarette,
laws
guys.
No, all of our laws. we only have 3 common laws. The law of the land. Honestly, I would not sit here, right, and spout all this off if I really didn't think that it's the truth.
This is a way I can get 7 grand from the police. I'm signing up. Thanks very much, chaps.
Watch my videos. Watch my videos.
It's reporting. Did it just say he's reporting?
No. You said if you can get 7 grand from the police. Yeah. Cool. Well, guys, don't know where that came from, but that was just like mad. That just like flew over the top of my head.
That was an abrupt ending.
That was a bit of an abrupt ending, wasn't it?
Didn't even get to shake his hand.
I shook his hand. Fair play. This like, yeah, he's on his fucking phone now.
Is he? Yeah, let's say hello to him.
He's probably on his screen. Wow. What a fucking weirdo. Huh? What? It all started off.
He was doing alright.
He was stood there and he went bollocks.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, hang on a minute. What was that? I didn't even see him there. I was talking over here. Fucking hell. Wow.
I'm surprised they can't understand the fact, at least, you know, the basic, like, early awakening step of what the United Nations is. You know, you guys go very deep with the some people that are new will be like,
But did you see straight away, he said, oh, you got far right views.
Well, it's one of those little catches that they do. You know, other terms, like, I'm not even going to say it, but anti... Yeah, these
exactly.
other terms.
And I'm thinking, oh, you missed it. Were you watching it? I thought I won't get involved in it. I thought, what do you make of him? Was he just like...
He's inquisitive.
standing citizen as well.
Major left.
I don't really see the world left and right personally.
He was polite.
He didn't, but he's clearly coming over that narrative, isn't he? The first words out of his mouth was, "You bollocks, you're chatting bollocks." Well, hang on a minute.
That's like the 7 stages of grief or last, whatever it is. He's right there.
The fact that he stayed around for so long implies that maybe it's sort of...
We just need to...
brain is fucking...
He needs like another 2 or 3 sessions and he'll be alright.
You didn't have it though, that you didn't have to stand and statue and act if you didn't want to, because you didn't get the grasp of like, we're governed by consent. Yeah. And you of course you have to stand under common law because that's the law of the land. You have to. Injury, harm and loss only.
Foundation.
Yeah, that's the foundation. But statutes...
So you need a lawyer, mate. You don't understand. You need a lawyer.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
And it's like when he went on about you don't mind talking to the police, I thought, fucking, you are a lost cause.
Yeah, so did I.
You are. Well, why not talk to the police then? Well, because it's a fishing exercise. They want to incriminate you for something. Wow.
What are you doing? You staying there for 2 hours or?
We're around. What time is it now? Is it tea time there?
4.
4 o'clock. Tea time.
Where's your van? Where's your van?
Westfield. There's 24-hour parking in there. Look.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to.
Are you staying here or are you
Yeah,
going?
we're staying in Kensington.
Okay.
Yeah, I got. Well, I was going to have 4 children with me, but 2 of them didn't want to come. But it's a nice big apartment in Kensington for them.
Very nice.
Yeah, I said, oh, I'll have a nice big apartment. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Didn't want to buy out and get over now. Oh, they didn't want to come.
Well, I don't know. If anything happens, get your notifications on mine, and then you can just.
I had this notification on my things, right? I have to. Everyone that's staying there, even though it's an apartment, I've got to tell them everyone that's staying there. That's a bit of bullshit. I'm not telling you my kids' names. They're under 18.
Yeah.
Their business.
Yeah.
Let's say child 1, child 2.
That's it. That's all I said. Child 1, child 2. As long as they got my name and address, that's it.
Yeah.
But what are you? So what? When you heading off today though? I mean, like you. I know you're staying the night in Kensington. We there. You how long
We're
you
around for a
staying
bit. She wants to go for some food and have a walk around. Oh, and you want to check into the hotel? Oh, that's Sean Finch. That's that. Yeah, you know Sean. You've seen him a few times on the street. Oh yeah, now you know who I am. Chris, not Simon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of Boomers, that is.
Full of boomers.
Yeah, you got me one now as well.
You
You got me one as well.
Yeah, I seen you in it yesterday, and I'm thinking, Owen, that's mighty clean, mate. That's still like pretty black.
No, it's covered in fluff now.
Yeah,
So
we're going to have a little walk around.
But do you know that?
Here, so
Okay.
see you later, yeah? I'll catch you soon in a couple of hours.
Alright. Yeah, we're around anyway, dude.
Yeah.
We're around.
Okay, I'll see you soon, yeah?
Have a nice time.
Yeah, when he gave me this, when he sent them through the post to me, I thought Two Boomers was, there's a black girl goes on that mono wheel.
Oh,
You know the one?
Yeah.
She's always on the wheel.
Yeah.
Now I thought her channel was called Two Boomers.
Oh,
Right? Because her hairstyle was like that. Right?
I don't know what a channel. That sheep image is something else. He's just put a
Well,
mask
ask
on
him,
it.
because
I talked to him about it.
I don't know where he got it from.
I have a mountain biking key ring with the same sheep on it, but without the mask on its face.
Yeah, I think it's great. I don't know if he put the mask on it, but he does all the badges. His next one is I identify as unvaccinated.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Yeah. I want one of those.
My pronouns are. You've got to laugh about everything in life. That's what I say. Everything in life you've got to laugh about now. You've got to.
Well, it's a complete farce.
It is, isn't it? I think when the groups, they're so worried about what they say to each other because they don't want to offend. I think we should get all around that, have a banter attack, have a really big roasting, roast each other, and then, we're all happy then, aren't we? Nothing's going to change, mate. See, what's going to change?
I don't know. Why, you going to the dark place, are you?
Mate, I go there every so often because I see all the beautiful things that happen, right? All the beautiful people, what they're doing, and I know they're really trying the damnedest to make a change. But I forever sit there and I'm thinking...
Yeah, I've been living in a field for 2 weeks.
But this is it. And when the change don't get affected, right, how's that going to make you feel? How's that going to make people that's viewed you for all these weeks? Because they might not be here with you physically, but they're with you spiritually and watching you on the stream. That's what I was doing then, fucking hell. How are they going to feel? It's like when the police come in and start battering everyone.
I know, I was quite emotional yesterday after the court verdict. Because I've been going around filming and it creates. Maybe not for me and you right now because we film, so we're not so worried about like the barrier it creates. But some people who aren't.
Mate, I know it. At the beginning, people are very standoffish with the camera. They see a camera and they see mainstream media painting a narrative, and I understand people getting like that. I truly do. But then it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? It's whereby you want to get it out there and you want to document how much of this beautiful stuff is happening, but then when does it become intrusive and not intrusive?
Yeah, and the thing is also with live streams is I want to be live streaming before the things happen. Yeah. So then when the things happen, like yesterday, people were saying, don't film that, turn off your camera. It's like...
Well, no, you have to film that because it gives it context. You have to show what the demographic... You've got to show all the good and the bad. If you get trouble here at night, you've got to show who's causing that trouble. Okay? That's the... I know it's a double-edged sword, and people, I get slated from left and the right-hand side, they call it. It's because I film everything, and I'm not really, I don't care who's committing the offence. It's a bit like when I was attacked last week. They said I haven't given my footage to Bristol, whatever, society, or given them any help or whatsoever. Yeah. But yet we all know my footage is live streamed, so it's already up there, and if they wanted it, they could use it. But the reason why they didn't use it is because it showed them doing criminal offences. It potentially got you off a charge because it actually showed the person who set the thing alight. Who did it.
That, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You don't want it.
So...
Well, I don't know. I did look through that. I didn't...
Yeah, mate.
I didn't see.
Which one did they say you did? The one that actually went up or the
The mobile police station.
The one?
The mobile police station.
Oh, I got the police there now.
I watched it at like 2 hours 21, 2 hours 12, one of those.
Did you ever see at the beginning of that street? There was someone stood right on the top of the police station.
Yeah, you think that's person D?
Was it?
Is it?
Yeah,
okay, I will have to look at that.
Look at it. Because that was the main indicator that night. Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I watched that stream, hours of it.
Well, I mean, I was there for what? I was there when you arrived.
Yeah.
I was there from 1 o'clock. I started streaming about 3 or 4 o'clock. Got nicked at midnight.
Yeah, the first time.
I've been in Bristol for 11 hours.
Yeah, they came down they came to the top of Union Street, and I knew exactly where they were going, and that's why I ran down Union Street, and I was set up outside the police station as they came around the corner, because I knew what was going to happen.
When you saw all of those,
I saw everything.
all the cops there,
Yeah.
I mean, it was a setup.
Do you know what they did, Owen? They pigeonholed you. They stereotyped you. Do you know what they saw? They were looking for somebody with long hair, piercings.
He did, yeah, but he didn't have piercings.
Well, they seen you there. They seen you there, and they thought, well, no, because they stereotyped you. And I even said, you stereotyped him. You stereotyped him.
Don't know.
Because they seen that you were the. I ain't even going to mention their names because they don't even.
I know, if I had still had my hair up, but because I was running around so much, my hair started falling out, so I took it out.
But you ain't going to make that schoolboy mistake again, are you?
What?
No, you're not going to go that close when someone's going, oh, let's have a look.
Oh, no, I'm not. No.
I was going, no! Fucking, he's going to grab you. The first words out of my mouth, as soon as he gets within grabbing distance, he's going to get grabbed.
Yeah, they chased me like 2 minutes before that as well.
Yeah. Oh, we knew it. Because they were talking in the background, and you see them, and they're like, all right. Because you don't see it, but other people in your street, I don't always look at what's going on right in front of me. I look at what's going on behind, because you get some, you might get a fight, you might get this and the other. You see them in the background talking, and like looking at you, and I'm thinking, I'm going to get grabbed, I'm going to get good. But yeah, they did stereotype you. They did. I'll find my phone now. But you want to get some food? I got going in a minute, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going for a bit.
Yeah,
what am I on
be
like?
back in a minute. I'll stop filming then. And come and say hello and stop filming.
Yeah.
Hello everybody. Sorry I haven't talked. Right, let's go get some food. Where's the boy? Right, Owen, we'll be back in a minute, mate. Alright.
Right.
Let's go get some food.
Cool.
What? The boy, someone's looking. Where's the boy?
Hiding.
Can't see his phone in this long.
Oh, I see. It's nice to meet you, by the way.
Andrew,
Owen.
Claire.
Oh yeah, that's Claire, my wife. I'm so rude. That's Owen. Yeah, that's Media Consumer 911.
I have seen you on when he's been watching and stuff.
Oh, really? That's cool. I live here for the time being.
Were you the one they arrested in Bristol for being there when you weren't there? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't mean to laugh, but I was like, what?
Yeah, I know, it was silly. I'm not going to go as far as to say it was my fault, but
It just goes to show how stupid they are, really.
maybe how stupid I was.
Made my day, that is. I attract some fucking. I would say he's an idiot.
It was a good debate.
It was a good debate. I quite enjoyed that. You know, at least he didn't, try to say. He actually was starting to think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He needs a couple more sessions,
Yeah, I
and he
think
might.
he does need a couple more cult sessions. But no, it's nothing. Like I said to him, if you don't agree with it, good luck to you, mate. But it's the whole irony when he said you're scared, but then on the other breath he said, I wear this mask because I don't want the confrontation.
Yeah.
Well, that's being scared of confrontation, and isn't it?
It's why most people do. I mean, I might have said before, but the day that law came in, the mask law, the day before it, I sat in town where I live for 5 minutes, and I just did a quick survey of how many people were wearing masks that day, and it was 1 in 7 people.
Yeah.
And then I went back the next day, sat in the same place, same amount of time, and we were outside, and it went from 1 in 7 people to 2 out of 3 people overnight.
I've seen now a lot more. What I call here, I'm told a lot of, I'm lucky. I've been trained in lots of because I worked for the prison service and things like that. I'm trained in body language, to read body language, and we're trained behaviour breeds behaviour. So if I come in and I'm nasty to you, you're going to come in on that level with me and straight away, and I'm going to then go up a level to try and get the upper hand. You're then going to come up, and then we're going to be, and before we know it, we're on the floor fighting, aren't we? So I will always led to believe behaviour breeds behaviour. So I come in and talk to you with respect, And that's why prison officers and people like that, court officials who work with prisoners, they don't carry weapons. Because the only weapon they've got is this and their tongue in their head.
Yeah,
and if you can't use that and talk to people, you've got no hope in a job like that. And you know, and that's why I've always said we need empathetic people to run this country. People who empathy. That's what there's a special word for them. Empaths. And I think because what we got running this country at the moment, we don't have empaths running this country. We got psychopaths, sociopaths running this country. So that's not to run a decent society. We can really, if we all thought about it, you know, how did the cavemen survive? You know, they didn't have,
just look over it.
You know, they didn't have a police force, did they, govern them? It was a fight, the strongest one, wasn't it? It's called evolution. It's how we. So we could, in theory, we could self-govern ourselves if we had the right people around. But unfortunately, we don't.
The women have done a really good job here, actually.
Women are better. I tell you what, for protesting and things like that, women, they stepped up last year. Really stepped up, women. They got in there. They didn't really care. I've seen women battened, punched, pushed to the ground.
Yeah.
You know, they really.
We made Nina head of our security, so to speak. Security.
I don't know.
Just because, you know, it's just better at what do you call it? Reduction of. There's a term for it, isn't it?
It's getting to a point now, and I think it's like I just want. Everyone wants change, and they want it now, but I can't see change happening to how we want it, how we want to run our lives, to how we want to live. I can't see them ever allowing us to do that. No.
But that's why there's positive people who say that, so I don't have to say it, because I'm never going to say that.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for them.
Optimistic, pessimistic, and then there's being a realist. Right?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
And I've always been, in certain things, I'm very optimistic. But on some subjects, I've seen it so many times, I cannot go, oh, everything's going to be fine. It's going to change, it's going to work out, it's going to change. Because then that's giving people false hope. And when it does come crashing down, they're going to be feeling shit. Because people are building them up. It needs more people here.
Well, that's why it's just important to enjoy the journey.
Do you know what? I'm scared. Do you know why I'm not here? Because if I could be here 24/7, I would be. Right? But the first thing the state will come after, right, is my children. So the reason why I'm not here 24/7 is that's the reason. I cannot have this. The state will come for my children. I can't have that. It's my children are my life, and we all know what the state does. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know, what do you do? Do we all like pack up our houses, say goodbye to our families, and go live off grid somewhere? Because that's what's coming.
Bad experience camping, that's the only reason.
This is it. I could live off grid, but too much own comforts there.
Yeah.
I've lived off grid. I've lived in a hole.
I said that because I don't know. I had a bad experience camping. That's what I was saying.
Well, this ain't really camping, is it?
There's nothing else. Nothing about.
You've never experienced a protest, have you? You never experienced a massive protest. And I mean, I cried at some protests. I've had a tear in my eye because I feel the emotion and the power, and it's a weird feeling. Until you experience it, you can't explain the electricity you feel.
That's what I was saying earlier about yesterday after the court verdict. There was sort of like this kind of bittersweet. Like there was a taste of freedom in the air. Like we were still happy, but it was like a solemn moment, the calm before the storm, and everyone was very subdued because of it. And I went around. I was talking about how the camera can create sort of a barrier, And I went around and I explained that to a few people, and the people I've got to know quite well here, I did little interviews with people, which I haven't done this entire time. I've just been filming whatever happens as it happens. And so I actually sort of did slightly script a couple of bits and just said, what does all of this mean to those people? And I got some really nice moments. And it really, I had tears in my eyes.
And I know you say everyone's welcome and everything out there, everyone else come by, but that's your home.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm intruded. Right, because it's I class that as your home. You know what I mean? It's like, I wouldn't want you turning up at my house and, you know,
and live streaming
through me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's your home. And I think that's more down to my moral compass and anything else. And
yeah, I think it was different last Saturday.
Yeah.
But now it's, yeah.
I think the tensions last night were running high, and you can expect it, can't you? You've been practically told you've got to go from your homes.
Yeah.
You're being told to leave a piece of common land. That's nice corgi there, look. But yeah, I think we need to go and get some tea.
Yeah, I was going to pop over to Greg's and buy a sandwich anyway, so if you're going that way.
What's that though? You need to go to the hotel, don't you? Huh? Right, we're going go to the hotel, take the stuff, Rutley's, I don't want it, Palestine. Guys, I'm going to end the stream for a bit. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks everyone for joining me. We had a little bit of Owen's still streaming, so go over to Media Consumer 911. Yeah, I know you will anyway. So go over to there, and I'll speak to everyone in a bit. Cheers, guys. Bye.
You're still on this stream.
I thought you were fucking hilarious.
It was alright. What time are you going to be back here? I'm going to go grab a sandwich. So. Are you both coming? Or are you all coming?
Yeah, we're all coming. No, it's a family, isn't it? It's children over there and that. We're a family. I came away. Hour or so, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I'm just being nosy.
Yeah. We'll be around anyway.
Okay. All right. Good to see you, man. How you doing?
Tell him.
Tell
him.
What?
He's about to stream.
Yeah. I'm only a hobbyist, so I'm not looking to get any.
What? You got a channel? You're gonna?
I don't want to plug it. Maybe when I.
Why not?
Maybe when I figure out all the bugs.
LMH.
LMH.
Yeah.
There you go. He's going to stream here.
No one's going to fuck that.
Well, they
change the display.
Yeah, maybe something a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you should add like a 911 to the end of it or something.
Yeah, gotta make 911. 77.
Yeah, exactly.
The numbers are around 1960.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go buy a sandwich and then go back to camp because I'm hungry. I'm just gonna stay on stream while I do it, I think, because they don't take them home. Right, I'll be back in a moment. Right, that was very interesting, actually. Everything that's happened so far on this stream has been very interesting. Sorry about the 4-minute live stream that happened before this. Yeah, I put it on pause, and then when I went back to the live stream, it had ended. So normally it just lets you start up again. I don't know why it stopped. So yeah, I'm just going to go buy a sandwich. It'll only be a minute. You can drop off if you like, but it's up to you. I'll be back at camp in like, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes probably. Currently wearing white shorts and a white t-shirt. I look like a pimp. And I'm walking around barefoot. Hopefully Greg's will serve me. Hopefully they've still got sandwiches. Yeah, LMH is a good guy. He's the one who brought me the battery pack the other day. Good to see that he's streaming as well. So check out his channel. I don't know if anyone's put the link up. Oh, that pavement's really fucking hot. Yeah. Bacon butty? Oh, I don't even. No, I got a sandwich, just a regular sandwich for a regular person. He hasn't got 10k subs, he just said he's a hobbyist. Is he really? Hello, just that one. Oh no, it's alright as it is. Thank you. Sorry?
Would you like a drink with tea?
No, that's alright. I'm alright, thank you. Yeah, I'll just have that. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Well done. Cheers. Well done. I feel like a good boy. Well done for buying a sandwich. 30 sandwiches for Gryffindor. Oh, fucking... Oh, we're just going back to camp now. Hopefully without getting hit by this bus. Come on, let me cross. That bus is pulling out and I can hear that siren coming up behind. Who's watching the stream? Oh, right, you're talking about, right. Maybe she was. Probably not. Seems unlikely. Oh, grass feels better on my feet. Ooh, what's he doing? In a hurry to get some petrol? What's the dealio? Oh. Maybe this isn't anything to do with us, although I recognise that person. Refresh the page and hope for the best. What's wrong? Owen? Yeah. What's going on? Hello, you okay?
Thank you, my darling. Come and give me a hug. Come and give me a hug, there, sister. Listen, I don't need drama over here if they turn up, yeah? I want that no one does. Me and Big Man are going to talk to you, Bill. Okay? Media's going to be here to film it all. No one can be accused of turning up and what to say. I'm going to let him go, but when they come out and tell him, I'll push them up. Well, listen, everyone's just getting that energy. Everyone's just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, I trod on a wasp when I was a kid. What's the problem?
Upgraded from zip tires.
Yes. I don't fuck with zip ties anyway.
The kitchen's been refilled, courtesy of Manchester. I've got an address now.
Shepherd's Bush, I've got an address. Yeah, Shepherd's Bush, Lovedown Campus.
Can I see that?
Yeah, my mate
Can I put that on film?
Yeah, my mate sent
What is that?
10 boxes of food down for the... I just refilled the kitchen in one parcel.
Lovedown Camp.
Look, the postman just brought it down for me.
Oh, really?
All from Manchester, 10 boxes of food, just filled the kitchen, filled back up again.
Wow.
All the fruit, all the vegetables, all the rice, all the... You refilled it all the way from Manchester.
No.
Next day delivery. It cost them 90 quid just to send the parcel.
That's incredible.
Go from Manchester, bro. You can't get here themselves because they've got kids and stuff. They're helping you wherever they can.
That's amazing. Love for Lovedown.
It's Lovedown, bro.
Right, guys, do me a favour. Just hang back for a minute. He's filming it. I'm talking to you.
What happened? Why are they here?
We don't know.
What? They're in a hurry to get here.
Right, I said, you want to film, give us back on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Afternoon, Sergeant. How are you? Very well.
Living into someone in here and that lady over there.
I think it was high emotions. High emotions, and then misunderstanding.
What's happened?
No one really knows.
You called up and said someone in there beating her up.
Again, I think it's just a case of emotional misunderstanding. Again, if anything, it's 6 one after the other. I've heard numerous reports on different sides. Again,
Can I chat to who's the person who was involved in it? Can I chat to him? Just point him out.
Yeah, can you just bring it by himself? Yeah, just bring it by himself. Yeah, Rambo! Said, obviously, we're talking to Pete. That's what we're doing. I think it's just a misunderstanding. I think it's just a really big, massive misunderstanding. I think it's emotions running high. The council coming pressuring us.
Hello, mate. What's happening? It's cool, though. Come up.
She came up, my mate's page, I laughed. But I know no one here. And I got pissed off and grabbed drink and assaulted me. So I picked up my drink, dashed it at her. End of story. And then she came back and then tried to pick up a dozen with this. She came back and tried to went again. She tried to stop me. She dashed the glass bottle.
Fresh Pizza Monday?
She got no.
You don't know anything?
What's he saying?
Everybody knows I'm so much shit.
This guy's chatting so much shit. He was taking the piss.
What are you on about?
What are you fighting for now, man?
I told you the opposite. Yeah. So what am I lying about?
Yeah, you deserve one. She's trying to slap you in the face instead, bro.
You should have slapped me in the face. She's trying to slap you. I laughed at her.
It's all a bit of nothing.
Oh, yeah, you're out, you're out, Get him in the cup.
Is that right?
Fucking chose a predator, man. He was a girl.
Now, I know the ones where you've got Sam on, I just wondered who he was.
It's alright, I'm filming.
Everyone is we're here for one thing. We're here for one reason. Fight the children. It's a party, Lovedown. It's not.
Shut the fuck up, I think. I don't give a fuck.
It's telling the truth, innit? I mean, nothing to lie to the officer about.
Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb?
I'm not winding you up.
You dumb, you're winding me up, man. You fucking drove a whole fucking predator. And you wanna call me crazy? You fucking stupid. No, man, you fucking stupid.
Yeah, we don't actually want to be here.
No, we don't want you here. We only want you here if we need you here. Like it should be. Have a good day anyway, have a good day.
Yeah.
Sweet. Come back in it. You don't come back in.
No, he's not done yet.
Yeah, I got dozens.
Oh my god!
What was that about?
No clue.
It don't make me fortune.
I just basically went to I went to the cover. Yeah. I said, all it is, officer, is a misunderstanding, a bit of fucking high tension. We saw it's still gradient, and everyone started cracking out, and then he started cracking up again. Got you over following. Well, that makes us like a fucking idiot.
That's what they're making them a bit we're looking like idiots. You know what I mean?
Well, no, we have to go over all these fucking.
I know Jim, my mate, and all that, and GB, and all that. I've been doing a lockdown here. I don't come up here.
About 3 months.
Yeah, but the first 2 weeks you ain't been on YouTube before that, have you? Now you're on YouTube every day, ain't you?
Because I live here.
Eh?
Because I live here. Because I live here.
No, but before that, like all the other months, is that you did no YouTube.
Yeah, since March.
Eh?
Since March.
Yeah, but like, when you go on YouTube, like Subsexes comes up, GB comes up, Jim comes up. You went up there, but now you're up there. I've seen you like, I think you've been from here.
Yeah, I come up and out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I wonder who you was, that was all to say. I've been.
No, I only just hit 4,000 subs.
Yeah, no, I see that. So I've been going to all lockdown. I went to Bristol. I live in Brighton. So I go to Watford. I'll just say you did this start. You've been on every day on YouTube, like.
No, I just came to film this one and then stayed.
Yeah, I know you said that. I've been watching you every day.
Yeah.
Well, I know Jim, my mate. He got bar for 2 weeks, and Subsexes is down in Cornwall. I could go to Cornwall, but it's not really. When did this come and get knocked out? Monday, isn't it?
Don't know. We don't know.
There's a thing on Monday at Westminster, isn't there?
Yeah, protest, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go there for that.
Guys, back in.
Are you done?
Well, I come and say hello anyway. How you been, right? All right, mate? I'll probably see you Monday up there.
I'll see you Monday, yeah.
I'll go to Westminster, I'll be up there about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be up there a bit later.
Yeah. Can't miss that, it's very camping. No, I'm not. I need a fucking... I'll just say I didn't... You know me, I'll go to the mall, didn't I? I was saying, I've never seen this fella before on the YouTube. When did this come from in here?
I don't know yet. Thank you, Sergeant. Cheers.
Thank you. Mate.
Nice one. There you go. What did you learn? sharp. We don't want that on the floor. How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, you good, man?
No? You're watching me?
Is that you? Is that you recording Chris? Is it? Yeah, it must be. This is earlier on. Hang on. Yeah, go with his chores for
Yeah, still like now.
Yeah. I tell. Hello, world.
Hot. What's up?
Through a stream about 8:30. We've got a guy coming in doing the common law.
Oh, is he coming back now,
Yeah,
finally?
he's coming back.
Yeah, I wanted to catch that last time.
No, this is a different bloke. He's turned up today. That basically is a shop owner, business owner, and he physically uses common law against them, okay, and chases them down the fucking street.
Okay.
All the videos, everything.
Yeah? I'll probably stop streaming. What time's it now? It's like 25 to 5. Yeah, I would like some time off, so I'll probably stop at some point and
he's
do
only
another.
going to do, well, half hour to an hour, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try and grab that.
All right.
That'll be good.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
No, I want to grab it. We got a delegation over by the road or something. Must do. All this bloody honking. Most people are just excited to be here. Little noddy car. I don't see any of us over there. People are just honking. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Oh, right. I'm okay. Alright, that lady's over there. That's what it is. But her sign says honk for the NHS. That's ironic. Well, it's not ironic, but interesting. Ambulance just honked for the NHS. back to camp. Finish the new sign. No, this isn't the new one. Alright, you just put this one out front. That's cool. Might have to pause, I'm not going to stand here for long enough for you to read that. Good. Oh, wow. Bought one of these. As if. Hello. Oh, you got my tin? Give me my tin. Yeah. Sorry.
It's dead.
That's fine.
I was going to charge it, but I don't have that charging cable.
Wait, cable?
Yeah, USB-C.
Yeah, I know the cable I gave you.
Oh, it's my, I'm charging my phone with it.
That's okay. I'm sorry, I'm really behind on comments. I haven't looked in ages. I did just remember there was a comment ages ago about my accent and how that means that I've got inheritance coming. I found that one quite funny. If you've been paying attention for a while, you'll know that that's unequivocally not true. And just well spoken. The orange juice is still about. Cheers, man. Look at the orange juice. I know we bought loads of it earlier. Not that one. There's the orange juice. Guys, do you see the orange juice in the chat? No, don't. Wow. Cool. Oh, maybe it's in the fridge. No. God damn it. You know when you open the fridge time and time again, hoping there's something new inside? We had like 3 litres of orange juice earlier. God damn it. No worries. Whoops. Hello. What? My phone. Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Can I point?
You filming?
Yeah.
We wanted to just say something.
You want to say something that isn't internet worthy?
Why is it not? But you want to say something.
No, I'm asking you. You
No,
just said you wanted
that's very
to.
valuable for us.
That can go on the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What? Specifically to me? Or?
No, do you know?
Oh, would you mind if I use the camera? I know, I like to ask. I don't know. What's going on?
Asked me before when I burped. Oh my god, my voice. So as I say that, like I was saying yesterday at the meeting, right, that we speak things into existence, like spelling, words and spells, abracadabra, like AJ was saying, you know, like speak into existence. And when we're sitting here and we're going, the police are coming, all we're going to get kicked off this land or this and that. We've constantly got this doubt already instilled in us, and that is one of the biggest blocks in your manifestations, is having that doubt and having that fear, because that's what you feed into. So instead of saying like the police are coming, we should just be here and be like, the land is ours. We don't care about the police because they're not coming, they're on our side, the people are on our side. And if we all speak that every single day, that's how the land will vibrate. The community will support us, we'll be going at that land. But now it's just that constant division, and the police are going to come, the police are going to come, and everybody's got their phones out and this and that. And when the police come, it's been made into a show. You know, let them come. Come and see us, come and visit us, come and lie down and do a little sound healing on your break. You're a human being, as we are all. And we are fighting for their freedom as well, because it's not because I don't realise it. That means that we don't have to fight for them and for their children as well. We are fighting for everybody's children, not only our own ones, you know. And yeah, we just have to stop this low vibrational talk. Even the chats of these things and everything, when people are chatting ultimate shit,
irrelevant,
and talking negative shit, stop it. If you're one of those people that does nothing else but talk negativity online and wonder why your real life is negative, I am giving you the reason. Right now, you're speaking into existence and manifesting that what you are feeling on your inside. That is reflecting into your external reality. So be mindful, you guys. You know, we all want love. Let's speak about love. Let's share that love, and let's just be together as one. And even fight for the people that don't realise it yet that we're fighting for them. They will awaken. We've already won. The light has already won. It's about anchoring it in and securing this and making sure it can't be taken away from us.
Beautifully said.
Little speech of the afternoon.
Ah, that was amazing.
Oh, there's the bottle with the big dent in it.
Huh?
You've got the bottle with the big dent in it.
Yeah, because he used it as a hammer.
Yeah.
Tribal life.
Yeah.
Couldn't have seen that come in.
Oh yeah.
We've had all the bird medicine, man. That is so special.
So the bird gone back now?
Yeah, so the crow and the magpie are at the sanctuary in Wimbledon, and then the little finch is in North London, and there was like, they found an exactly the same little goldfinch as well. It's just like a little bit older than it, so they're living together and they like each other, so they've got buddy.
This is how the universe works.
There's 3 birds in 3 days.
I've had so much bird magic this past 6 months, and I was telling Sonny about it the day before the crow arrived. And now he left yesterday and I sent him a picture of the goldfish, and today I sent him a picture of the magpie. He's like, you really, really spoke that into existence, that fan which I was like, see, you get it about speaking into existence. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Please,
I don't ask me to volunteer now for the life sanctuary.
Yes.
And for the bird rescue, so that's going to be really cool. Going like locally, go and help some birds out. Because the guy was like really impressed with my knowledge. He's like, everything you fed, because every single bird eats something different. He's like, but you fed them the perfect things. You've done everything completely correctly. He's like, would you be up for volunteering with us? I was like, yes.
Yes.
If I can go save birds.
Oh my
yes.
god, yeah, we could get a bird sanctuary here.
How amazing would that be?
Oh yeah.
How amazing would that
we
be?
could make this a bird sanctuary triangle.
Exactly. Keep them safe, keep them watered, keep them fed.
And just having that connection with the birds and learning
Avians
from them.
Powerful lineage, you know,
and having that
wisdom.
Oh, the birds
you
are
can
very
talk,
clever.
that's what the Disney princesses
Exactly.
spoke to the birds, the singing in the morning.
I
This
always
is what
say
we
that
used to
I'm
do.
a fucked up Disney princess. Like I'm just like the not stereotypical Disney princess. You know?
You know the most incredible thing about birds is they can even sing our language. You know, some birds like canaries.
Oh yeah.
They can repeat
Ravens as well.
If they hear you saying the same thing
Yeah.
all day, you can teach them a song.
No way.
Every day, then they end up singing.
Oh wow, really?
Is there any water?
Have some of this.
Yeah, if you need some water.
And
if you get a cup of some ice in it.
Birds, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, here we got ice.
Like they just start a song.
Well, I got him on the cup mission real good.
Wow, right, we need to start doing that.
So always be aware.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
And you
got to.
know,
I'm not the only one doing them.
Well, parrots
no, I know.
talk, don't they?
Yeah.
Parrots.
It needs,
Talk. Some
it
parrots
needs its
talk.
coverage.
Not just repeating, but
Yeah, well, I was
can
off.
talk.
I started it. I didn't cover the meeting, then I did one and I went over and I spoke to Chris Tyrant
And our
for a
ravens
bit.
can talk as
We
well.
had a
That's what
debate with a
everyone
random passerby. And I thought actually after a couple more sessions he'd probably wake up. He was a cunt at first, but he was fairly receptive after a little while.
He was with the guy who came back. He was just taking him to the sanctuary.
Listen to this.
And he still recognised me. Opened the box.
Like he'd started to get it.
Going for me to feed him and everything. He was like, "Can you pet him?"
And then he'll walk away and put his mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful magic. So humbling.
No, but it's all about putting questions in people's heads. If you can just make them walk away.
Exactly.
Sharing their
done
gifts.
something.
Other people just like some people just don't
I'm
see
gonna
that.
have to walk, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go shops. And when I come back.
Okay.
I'm gonna get water, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Cool, man.
I've got to have some more, and I've got to have that drink and a chocolate bar, you know, fucking took it.
What's going on with the police?
If anyone wants,
Oh,
I've got that juice drink.
A tiny little shot of juice.
What's going on with the police?
Nothing now. What then?
Have they gone from over there?
Yeah, I think they basically said to Rambo, if we're going to arrest you, we have to arrest both of you.
Right, and what
Because
you
they're both accusing each other of
Yeah,
assaulting
yeah.
each other, so, and they both just went, well, I don't want to be arrested, so let's just diffuse and let's just...
Yeah, good.
At least the police didn't say anything
Yeah.
about this, you know?
Yeah.
Well, the police have been pretty well behaved, to be honest.
Yeah, because they've had less crime, you know?
Which is a beautiful thing. Where did you get them statistics? Is it
I don't know who got them.
And what?
The statistics of
statistics of less crime in the area and everyone? Like the local.
I think it's word of mouth from locals.
I don't dispute it. Don't dispute it. I'm not questioning it.
raising the vibration of the land system.
I truly believe it because, you know, I've seen citizens' arrests being made and like.
Right, I mean, I'm off.
Okay. It's a beautiful thing.
I'll probably come down Monday.
You know what? I'm impressed with your jacket in this heat. I am a hell of impressed.
Jacket, 3 jackets. I can see 3 jackets.
Oh yeah, it's multiple layers. Madness.
Madness. Don't wear skulls.
Hey?
Skulls?
Don't wear skulls.
Camden?
Don't wear skulls.
Skulls. It's all dolled up there. It's got
Hearts and flowers and trees.
I've got them all on my body.
Oh yeah.
Skull and bones.
Skull and crossbones.
What do you reckon about this
There's
tattoo?
just so much energy like, on the land, like so many waves of it, like different.
You know this was a burial ground as well.
I saw the first night that I slept here. I saw a woman standing there, right?
Come down.
Clear as day, but it was not a woman. She was standing there.
What was she then?
I don't know. It was a soul. I could feel it.
She was
Not looking for
Well,
fight.
I could physically see
I'm
her.
not.
You know, like,
as a physical being.
yeah, as like a woman, like a longish dress with long sleeves. Dark. I see things like this a lot since I was a kid.
You were telling us earlier, there's some of the visions you've had, like meditating.
And then even my dream space and everything, like I've slept and then astral projected into the camp and walked around the camp. And I do that at the house that I live in as well. And then I go and check if there's dishes. And in the morning, lo and behold, even if I've done all the dishes at night before I go to bed, people I live with at night always dirty the kitchen. So I go up in the morning to be dishes. It's like so, I don't know, tangible sometimes. It's like the son of the woman that I work for. So he lives there, he's 17.
All right, take care of it.
He's got a girlfriend called Carla. And they were over in the UK because she lives in Greece. She was at her nan's house and I'd taken a nap in the afternoon and I was walking through the house and I found Kahana in my dream in the downstairs, like the downstairs bedroom. She was wearing a black hoodie and she was like holding a pillow and sitting on the bed. And I went to her, I was like, how did you get home this morning? And then I put up, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And I woke up and I texted her, I was like, are you taking a nap by any chance? She was like, yeah. I was like, are you wearing like a black jumper and you're holding a pillow in your hands? She's like, she's like, how the fuck do you know this and why are you asking me this? I'm like, I'm sure that you like astral projected into the house because in the dream state I found you there.
So you went to her house?
No, she came to my house and I found her in the house and she was like, yeah, because I was
and really... she was lay like that?
Yeah, and she was holding the pillow and everything. She was like, I was really missing Tiger, like the boy that she was at home crying because they had an argument or something. She had a nap. She was so weirded out by it.
I would have been also not weirded out, but I find it very, very fascinating.
You know, I love all that. I do. There's so many realms. There's so many timelines. You know, there's timelines collapsing and merging and beginning, and there's just so much tangible energy in the air. You know.
You just need to keep the positive stuff going.
My phone can literally sends messages to people, you know, that I've not sent. Like I went to send a song to a friend, and then I looked and it had sent to another friend, and I didn't remember doing it. But she was really weirded out because that night she was connecting with the moon and called, like, speaking to the moon, and the song was about the moon, and she was.
I've done the same. I've done the same a couple of nights ago with Sean. I was at home. I was listening to music in the garden, and I sent Pagans. A song called Pagans, and it's basically pretty much we're trying to reconnect with. Like when pagans were moving forward, they were always connected with the earth. It's a wicked tune. And I sent her that, and she knew the song. And, I think she said she was thinking about that song.
Oh,
like,
no.
and I sent her it. I was, yeah, I think I was 29 or something. So it's hot. It's hot. You have to be careful.
Last time, was it like a Naruto? Yeah. Because you know, in my eye every time I looked at you. How you doing? Yeah, we're getting moved on.
Yeah, I saw that the court case thing didn't go well. It's justice for you, supposedly.
I'm just going to move on.
But
so you have no idea how long you have here?
I think it's on Monday.
It's Monday probably.
The council?
I mean, normally these kind of things take a while, but I think they're going to make an exception, aren't they?
Yeah, like what squatting rights in the UK? I think you've got the right to occupy land. Let me just look this up in the UK.
Crystal balls are really loud, huh? I have a metal one. They're not very loud. Well, they're loud.
They've got a nice residence as well. There's completely different residence there, but I love them.
magpie. Yeah. Another bird.
Yesterday, yeah, and yesterday we had a little baby goldfinch. Were you still here? No. So we had the crow, and then yesterday there was another bird, and today there was another bird.
Another one.
3 birds.
I didn't get the magpie badge.
Nah, but
The bird was still there.
Huh?
So the bird was still there.
Yeah.
Do you know if there's anywhere around here you can photocopy stuff?
I haven't clue, but I'm sure it will.
Because you know that NHS thing where they're selling your details.
Oh, yeah.
Like I have some of those forms.
You look very hot today. Fruit. Melon, mango, apple, grape.
I shall take a slice of apple.
Yeah. And I left some pastries in the kitchen here. Still got my bird.
Did you see the one this morning?
The little baby.
Oh, there was another one this morning.
You're like a whole bird behind you.
Baby finch is in fine, he's got a little friend.
Where are they?
The crow and the magpie are at Sanctuary in Wimbledon, and the little goldfinch is in North London, and they're not sure if they're going to be able to release it. So once it's grown enough, I'm going to get it back.
Amazing. Are you streaming? Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, yeah, we're all here.
I've been watching you talk to that Freemason dude.
I don't know if that's what he was.
With the cross on his shirt.
Yeah, he certainly had a...
That was interesting.
Which one's
That
the
dude's
Freemason?
well interested.
Oh, just sort of passing by. No, I don't know.
We chatted to him for ages.
Like an
I was
hour.
at home, like waiting for my friend to get there. I was like, oh, I want to get down there.
See, look, listen, right? A non-residential property is any building or land that is not designed to be lived in. Simply being on another person's non-residential property without their permission is not usually a crime. The police can take action if squatters commit other crimes with entering or staying in the property. We're basically squatting land. It's not illegal to squat land.
Oh, they're just making shit up, aren't they? What time is it?
Yeah, I have some of these opt-out forms. If anyone wants them here, you know, the NHS thing.
Oh, you got some? Yeah, I'd love one.
I've got some stamps as well, like Royal Mail, they give me, at Christmas they give me stamps. Some envelopes, if anyone here wants to fill them out.
I'd love a copy, yeah. I haven't got around to it yet. Oh, is it a 2-page thing? How many
If
pages?
you want to leave these.
Is it 2 pages?
Yeah.
1 and 2? That one. I think. Is that correct?
Yeah.
1 and 2. 2 pages to opt out of, what is it? They're selling, NHS is selling data to third-party private companies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't got around to it. What's the date you have to do it by?
I think it's 21st or 23rd of June, so
Okay.
it's like a week and a bit.
Okay, thank you.
So I can photocopy them if I can find a place, and then you can post them with...
Excuse me.
No worries, thank you.
You've got a bag of ice. Do you mind if I pop that in there so it goes cold? Thank you, hon. I appreciate that.
Oh, you haven't got the orange juice, have you?
I don't have the orange juice, but
It's not my orange juice. Nina bought like 3 bottles earlier. I was just wondering where any of them
I haven't got any orange juice.
That's okay.
Yeah, I wish I could do this stuff.
What stuff? Oh, you got envelopes and that as well.
Stamps and all, because then you just stick it in a box.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Does it mean if you guys are...
What? I don't know. I mean,
if you guys are not going... If people aren't going home or
Left
whatever.
yesterday, I had another one this morning though.
What, another bird?
I'll take an envelope and I'll stick a stamp on it. Ooh. Wow, sorry, let me just scoot a little bit.
When they move, you're very tired.
Disturb you, guys? Did I disturb you?
No?
Not at all. Talk about, you know, the NHS selling your data. So you have to opt out, you have to fill out these forms to opt out.
Where'd you post it to?
You have to send it to your own GP.
Oh. So you could just deliver it in person as well then?
You can, smoke warden, yeah, he's
Yeah.
and since everyone here is from all over the place, you know, that's it.
Is this an official form or is it something that someone's mocked up?
No, it's the official form from the NHS.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know what I'll be doing, so I'll, yeah, you might have one of these as well, and I'll just stick it on the envelope ready. And then I'll figure out where to send it.
Yeah, it's all for everyone here.
Little baby Jesus stamp, very nice.
Here's my Christmas gift from Royal Mail.
Oh, really?
It has Christmas themes.
That's very nice. Oh, yes. What? Any? What? What choose? That's the plus.
You know, who would know where I could photocopy them? These forms?
Oh, what? So you can get more of them?
Yeah.
You can get a photocopy across the road, down towards the end, past the Bureau de Change. Look, copy shop, you'll see the board outside. It's literally on the street, just over there.
It's actually a coffee shop.
Okay, you can do photocopies every day. No worries.
So, it's been a few hours. Are you feeling tattoo mood?
Oh yeah.
No, sure, yeah. You know, some good vibes.
I might still stay for tonight.
You had some good vibes just now.
Yeah, change my mind about leaving. So
Okay.
maybe doing some about a good night's sleep.
Well, you've got more steam, did you say?
I go home and this. Yeah, I'll put some balsam. Balsam.
Oh, 2 minutes. You've still got a chocolate bar there and a bottle of water.
Thank you very much.
I'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, go on, Oli. I'm gone.
Alright.
My brother, do you have tobacco? I forgot to buy. I wanna buy.
I got tobacco.
Oh, it's a stem, yeah. It's a stamp.
No, we've got our own address.
Yeah.
We've got our own address.
Wow.
We've got our own address. Shepherd's Bush Lovedown Camp. We've actually have. Anthony got it done.
Well, it was sent to number 20 or
They
something.
deliver it to Bagel Bites and Bagel Bites brings it to us. They have bring it to Bagel Bites on a 24-hour shop.
It did have Lovedown Camp on the
On the
address
thing.
label.
On the top of the dress. The Shepherd's Bush Green Lovedown Camp. W12. I'm saying we got our own, this is our little town. Shepherd's Bush town.
Why would we leave there like
Peaches! Peaches!
Are you giving tattoos?
You both on it, yeah.
Oh, you want one as well?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Can we get you, if there's more of us, can we get you in the mood to do it?
No, probably get me less in the mood to do it than I'll do more tomorrow.
Aww.
She says it's
But you
now,
can
yeah.
have the first one tomorrow though, but
She
it
says-
has to be up in the morning.
She says it's now, yeah, Ollie.
Or at 9 in the morning or something.
9.
I forgot your name, what's your name again?
I'll get up that early
Just
for
so
it.
it's
What's your
nice
name
and
again?
cool.
Owen.
Owen. She says it's now Owen, yeah? But she's been saying it for the last week now.
Yeah, but no, I've been
She's
having to
saying
deal with you fucked up lot.
Don't bring me, listen, yeah? Don't bring me involved, don't bring me involved. Bro. Me and Anthony's been
Don't
trying
you
to... Don't bring me involved, bro. There's people in there, listen, don't ever bring me in that category, yeah?
Look,
Sister.
because there's a camera rolling, I ain't gonna say shit, right?
What do you want to throw?
I'll say in front of the camera, yeah? Hello, everyone. This is Fight Down, not Love Down. Everyone's love to fight. Fight.
Love Club.
This is fucking Smackdown, bruv.
Love Club.
WWE Smackdown.
So I start rapping for the camera.
You've done that enough.
I'll do it one more time.
Yeah, you've done it quite a few times.
Yeah, I like. They might shout my Insta out and that.
You can shout out your
I
Instagram
don't
if you
have
want.
paper.
You haven't shouted out your Insta, do you?
Add my Instagram is unknown A-star. What?
What's your Insta? Sorry.
I'm telling you, I'm good. You don't want to see me two shirts up in a band though. I fallen in love with the way that girl slaps that ass back. She tap it. Big batty girl when I rap it. Where you get stunts from?
Sorry, what?
Where did you get your stunts from?
They were Justin's. To go with the envelopes and the NHS opt-out forms.
Don't take a picture of me again. Just take a picture of me, fam.
Who?
This crazy woman.
Literally on a camera right now.
Oh, I know. Wow, go on, people. Save children. Are you smoking a cannabis joint there? See this, people doing drugs, it's not good. Very not good. No, I'd never take drugs in my life. No. You call police to the camp, why you do that?
No, not to come to the camp. I say to the police to call this guy come out because the camp not the problem. I don't want to cause problem with everyone, just only the guy the one who hit me. I explained there, please don't come to the camp. Call this guy out. Yeah, if I involve the people from the camp, it's not nice. I say he is the one who make problem with me. That's only him, no other people. Other people is very nice. I tell to the police they are very nice, very good to me. I feel happy. I came here. I never caused a problem. And this guy, he asked me first to sing. The guy, the other one, I sing and then, hey, your bitch, your voice is trouble. Your voice is trouble.
I've got Dizzle.
Have some tobacco, please. You have some tobacco? Brother.
It's American Spirit, right?
You understand?
Oh, it is the one. Okay. A lot of people say it's
some
not.
Dizzle.
Oh, no. No, I really do. I love chocolate.
Do some Dizzle. Do some Dizzle.
Nobody wants your Dizzle.
I've actually got Dizzle. I've got Dizzle. I had it last night, it's fuck.
I don't even know what that means.
Dizzle, MDMA.
Probably best not.
Hello, buddy. This guy films everywhere, bro.
We film everything.
Do you lot?
I've been live 2.5 hours.
Yeah, see how?
Yeah, I was going to end this soon, actually.
I thought she was actually following. I thought she had no charges on for a minute.
I was going to end soon.
I thought you had no charges on for a minute then.
What are you doing? Then feather games.
Why are you playing with the feather?
Playing with it.
Huh?
Playing with it. Yeah, I'm playing with the flapper. Giving him a clean. Giving him a little clean.
The fuck? This woman's crazy, people.
Putting cords.
Do it to the live camera.
It's giving me good vibes. What do I care? I feel good about it.
Cords. The real powerful swords. And for now, this one.
The common law things are like 8:30, so I was probably going to end soon, so I can have some time off.
Look at Leah with the feather in that.
Oh, I got a message from my mama. She's watching the stream.
You like Leah with the feather?
I got a message from my mum. She says she's watching the stream for the first time. No, she's saying about the NHS opt-out thing as well. Apparently, she already sent me the link to it. Oops.
Fucking hell, it's over my face in it.
Whoopsie doodle. Sorry, mama. How are the people in the chat? Hi, Owen's mum. That's funny.
And they say hi, Owen's mum.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Say hi, Owen's mum.
She's coming back today, you know.
Who?
Your own
that red tent. The girl owns that red tent. When I asked,
Tila?
Yeah, well,
Is she?
I borrowed a tent in it, but she's gone.
Nice. Hope so. Be good to see
Huh?
her. Hope so. It'd be good to see her.
It's all good, bro. Yeah, it's still on.
Anthony, yeah?
Hey, you've got those 2 bags here for the trash bag. Find it.
We need to form them. Who would be in charge of all that kind of stuff?
What's that? Where to put there?
Go find the girl with the pink hair with the cows.
Pink hair and cows.
Pink hair and cows. I'll see if she's got that shortish hair. Yeah.
I know you're on about.
It's Evie.
I know you're on about Evie, innit?
Did you want these bits? Just. Did you want those bits with it? Did you want those?
Yeah, I suppose.
Anthony,
I'm going out.
isn't it?
Yeah.
This one, good.
I could be up at 9.
Yep.
Yeah. Probably. Try.
I'll be up at 7.
You just have that time. Regardless. I mean, it's kind of chilled now. You've got the common law book. You won't be too there at that time.
Coming here.
Apparently, it was something that Crackle mentioned to me. Yeah.
Fair enough. Oh,
Yeah.
baby, that's so cute. I'll find Evie.
You don't smoke with me?
Smoke up and come right back. I'm just gonna help him find someone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Sitting in the water.
Thank you for the tobacco brand.
Yeah, you've got a really good vibe. I love you. Everything.
Yeah, I like to enjoy. I don't like to make problem. You know why I'm reaction like that? Because you tell me bitch. I'm not bitch. Yeah, that's why I that reaction. I'm really angry. What? You asking me and I'm very nice with you. I see for you and then you tell me like that. Yeah, that's why I'm
I can tell
angry.
you're powerful. I don't want to get on your bad side.
Do you know where Blake is?
Blake? I don't know who Blake is. Wait, didn't sorry?
Blake.
Oh, it's Blake.
The one that you was filming the camera.
Oh, that Blake. I didn't think you meant that Blake.
Is that your son?
No. He's a I don't know. He's a YouTuber friend. Yeah, I don't know if he's here. He said he might.
It's the voice like that.
You're drumming.
I don't like no pro. I like fun. Raul know me. Yeah? I like dance. I like meet new people. And you know, I was surprised. You look like this. 3 guys in here, 2 guys in here, and they say like this. Your voice is trouble, bitch. Move. Huh? You treat me like this. I'm nice to you. I like to enjoy the sun with you, and then you tell me like that's why I take the water I throw to him. Oh yeah, in the bottles. I want to almost come to his head. Yeah, I'm always saying I was mad. Even my mom, even my father, even my ex never tell me bitch. Oh, you tell me bitch in straight away in front of me. I'm swearing. I don't care. I'm a woman.
Do you want to pass me that bag, please?
Huh?
That bag.
I don't care. I'm a woman. I'm not afraid. Never. In I respect people. I never say the bad words.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah. That's why my reaction like this. I'm not bad person. I'm not bad people. I'm nice person. I'm a mother. I have 4 kids. I have 2 daughters, 2 sons.
Nice.
Yeah, twins. So.
Sorry, twins.
Yeah.
Really?
2 girls, 2 boys.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, my first, my twin daughter, my first daughter, 18 years. I'm 40 years. My second daughter, 5 years. 2 girls, 2 boys. Now my first daughter in university.
Wait, sorry. So you have 2 sets of twins?
Yeah, 2 daughters, twins, 2 sons. Twins.
Are they identical or?
No.
No.
Same.
Just regular twins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes
yeah,
I'm confused.
I'm a twin.
In the night time, I'm confused.
Oh, you can't tell.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if they have, but now the older one have a tattoo, so I.
Yeah, twins run in my family as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a twin.
I like this area.
I have a twin sister who's 8 minutes
Are you
older.
twins?
Yeah, my twin sister's 8 minutes older than me. Unlike me.
Yeah, but you can see the different men.
I'm trying to imagine you as a woman. Really, like the twin, like the twins, and looking alike as well, yeah?
Yeah, I have my daughter twin because my auntie is twin. My mom's younger sister.
Yeah, it runs in the family,
twin,
doesn't it?
Yeah, family. How many? You have? I've got one, but his dad is twins. Wow. My son will probably have twins. Yeah, from the generation.
Live stream. I can show you a picture of this as well. No, not on live stream.
Oh, thank you. What's happened with your? It's okay now? I still hurts a bit.
No, I'm alright, thank you. Huh? I'm okay, thank you.
Okay. You okay? Oh.
Yeah, guys in the chat, I've got 2 kids.
Raul. Your name like Portuguese name, Raul.
Portuguese.
Because in Portuguese, Algeria in Portuguese, they mix, yeah. Norwegian, Sweden. I tell you from Norway. Sweden. Yeah, you Swedish, yeah. Where?
You know,
Belgium. Sorry.
You know this. You know, a lot of Brazilians, originally from Algeria.
Yeah. Mix Africa. Yeah, Algeria also Africa. Yeah, mix. So you make live straight away in the YouTube, yeah?
It's live, yeah.
On the YouTube, yeah?
Yeah.
But I cannot make a PV YouTube in my mobile phone. I don't know why.
Oh, you need 1,000 followers to do it.
Huh?
You need 1,000 subscriptions to do it.
So you can make.
Yeah, but you can use this other app that I'm using called Streamlabs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I saw you were live streaming.
Yeah.
Or using Facebook. Was that YouTube?
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
You show me.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you how to just download Streamlabs and you can do it to YouTube. Yeah, you don't need 1,000 followers then.
Okay, live streaming, yeah?
Yeah.
Application.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just an app that you just download and it just does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It works. Does the job. I was probably going to end this one now actually, so we can just chill out a bit more.
Okay.
Gracias.
Nadia. I want to smoke to make me calm down. You are.
Yeah.
I calm down. I don't like problem. No.
You are calm.
We are.
You are calm. I am calm.
Everyone calm.
I am calm. You are calm.
Everyone
we
calm.
Are calm.
Everyone calm.
Let's just change the slogan that we've been shouting from freedom to calm, and then we can take it to freedom. Let's all just calm ourselves the fuck down.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the stream here. The common law talk is at 8:30, so hopefully, so I should be streaming again. What's it now? 5:30, so I'll start streaming again in a couple of hours or so. And we'll see. Make sure you got your notifications on. Unless you just spend all your time on YouTube, in which case it will just pop up anyway. Thanks a lot for tuning in. To, what is it, day 13 of Lovedown? And we'll see what happens. Lots of love to you all. Cheers.